Hello and welcome to WOR's Ironman Round 6. Nathan, starting to heat up. You ready? Yep. It's been a whole week. We're back, baby. We're back with no issues. Everything's going to be banging. And we're going to have a good race with lots of overtakes. I can feel it, Nathan. How are you? Welcome to the show again.
I am very well, thank you, Scott. Great to be back here once more for another round of the Ironman League. And, of course, today, our grid, we've got something a bit different to usual. We've got a reversed Drivers' Championship today, which will make things rather interesting heading into this one, meaning the quicker drivers overall are starting at the back, and then those who might not have that many points, they start a bit closer to the front, if not right at the front, and that will give them an opportunity to earn some decent points in this championship. And to go along with that as well, Scott, we've got a couple of new reserves joining in last minute, two brand new drivers, so I'm quite interested to see how they're going to do tonight.
Okay, I love it. Yes, we've taken some changes. We've had an evaluation, a look at the league, looking at the game. It's been a little bit hard for some of the drivers to really show the skill levels. What we've noticed is, for the average person, right, for the noobs, me and you, this game's insanely fun. It's like one of the best games we've played. But at this highest level, just a little bit of tweaking needing to be done to try and get the racing just as passionate as we can. Don't get me wrong, not every track is like this. But when you have a little bit of a sort of heavy dependent track, Hungary last week, which is usually hard enough, to have that sort of be an issue, just becomes a little bit tougher. But tonight, I'm hoping it's all going to be a bit different. Shall we look at the standings and see how we're looking? Let's do it. All right, so right now it's looking very red at the front with Leo Lund and Ferrari in first and first, okay? He's been honestly making a bit of a name for himself. Has benefited definitely for some of the higher up grid starts, to be fair, but at the end of the day, he's still done it, right? So you can't take that away from him. You have a look at Rapassa with Red Bull in second place, Brendan Lee in the kick third place, Otis Lawrence in fourth for Alpine, Jarno Opmeer fifth with that Red Bull. It's always nice to see that. Duncan Houghlin and Aston Martin in sixth place, Ben Conye seventh, not doing too bad for himself, to be fair. Istvan Pjuke eighth, Andrew Molnar in ninth, and 10th Ismail Fassi. Nathan, take us through those beautiful constructors.
Indeed, so it is Ferrari which lead the way on 93 points, around 6 ahead of Red Bull Racing in second, and then a little bit further back, Alpine in third, with Kick Sabre in P4, and Aston Martin just 3 points back, rounding off that top 5. Then we have VCarb in P6, Mercedes in 7th, McLaren 8th, and then our final two, Williams in 9th, and Haas in P10. Not been too good for Haas this season. No driver in the top 10 of the standings, and they sit P10 overall. So they will be looking to get some well-earned points tonight. And due to the grid change, they also start a little bit closer to the front.
Yeah, let's look at that grid change. Sorry, Nathan, you know a little bit about this. Why don't you take us away?
Indeed. So we have had a reverse driver grid. So basically, first driver starts last, last driver starts first. And because of our new additions to the grid, what you see on there is partially correct, but there's still some changes which I'm going to talk through now. So on pole position will be Zalan Bida, who's taken the Williams away from Diego Zorzo. And then second place will be Stephen Vasso, who is in the Mercedes over Declan Barrett. And then the rest of the grid should follow as it shows on there. So it will be Richard Sprogges in third, ahead of Julian Klaffenbach, Lucas Blakely, Tamas Kokeny, Larry Tolkey, Tom Roberts, Gabel Chontos, and then Nicholas Longe rounding off that top 10.
Okay. Did you go through the whole grid there? I wasn't paying attention.
I went through the top 10. I saved the best for you.
That's amazing. Sorry, I was looking elsewhere. Right, in 11th place, we have Jake Benowin McLaren, Ismail Fassi, who we're going to see tonight, folks, on the cameras. Looking forward to it. We got Andrew Molnar, 13th, Istvan Pjuke in 14th, and then here we go, we get the big hitters, right? 15th, Duncan Houghlin, then to Jarno Opmeer, then to Otis Lawrence. Brendan Lee has finally found his way down to the bottom of this grid rather than always up the top. Lovely to see. Look at Rapassa and Leo Lund. All right, let's see what he can do. Starting all the way at the back, he's going to have to fight his way through today. It's going to be really interesting. Let's look at some of the tracks, shall we? So we got Bahrain that's left, Texas on the cards, Brazil. Now Brazil I think would be quite good. Mexico, Miami, China. I've been told just last minute that Singapore will not be in the track pool, and we have Japan. Nathan, looking at those tracks, what are you thinking?
I'd love to see a bit of Shanghai, China. I love the track,
Mm.
and I actually think with the back straight you have down towards the hairpin, I mean that first and second sector with a couple of mini straights, so I think we might actually have some racing there, which would be great. So I think the same goes for the likes of Mexico. Lots of opportunities to overtake, and then also for Brazil. I would love to see Brazil being raced here tonight. But Scott, we've
Mm.
also got some of our news about the upcoming PC Tier 1 season. We have our calendar, which we can put on stream right now. There you can see it in all its glory. One of the best calendars that I've witnessed in PC Tier 1. And thankfully, and a big thank you to Luke, I'll be part of the commentary box alongside Dan Field for that when we begin on August 3rd, where we start off in Austria. At the Red Bull Ring, we head to the likes of Saudi Arabia, Australia, Japan, Sao Paulo, Mexico City, and then our first half of the season gets rounded off at Silverstone in Great Britain. And then our second half of the season, we start off with Bahrain, then we head to Abu Dhabi, China. I believe it's Kota for the United States. Then we head to the Netherlands, Qatar, and then we end the season off in Belgium, which will be a really nice season ender. And I don't think I've ever seen a league end the season at Spa. So that'll be something a little bit new, a little bit interesting, and very exciting if we actually have a championship battle going into it.
Yeah, right. That looks banging. Fair play. See, tier one's back. I'm looking forward to it. I think it will be good. I think it will be good. This has definitely been a lot of learnings taken from Ironman, and that calendar looks banging. And I got a funny feeling it's going to be just great fighting. So, right, we've got through the news. Nathan, are you ready? What's your thoughts? What's your fears for tonight? What's your hopes? Who are you looking for? Who's that standout guy for you tonight? Because we've had some standout people so far in the season.
I think for me, probably Julian Klaffenbach starting fourth. I still think he's one of the top 10 drivers in this, on this grid. And starting P4, he's got Zalambida and Stephen Vasso, who are quite new. They're not quite the pace of, our tier 2 or 1 guys, so they're going to struggle. Rehards as well, very quick driver, but also lack of experience here. Julian Klaffenbach has the experience, he's got the pace, the skills. I think he will be one of those who's going to fly up towards the front. The same goes for Lucas Blakely, who somehow has frauded his way up into the top 5. Bit of a cheat code, really. He should be realistically, he should be down in the bottom 5 of the Yarno, Otis, Brendan, but no, he's up in the top 5. So I think Julian and Lucas, definitely guys to watch at the start of the race, but then also a flurry of tier 2 level drivers, such as obviously Zalan, Stephen, Rihards, Tamash, Larry, Tom, Gabor, seeing what they can do and trying to push themselves forward.
Yeah, fair enough, but there's only one important question tonight, and it is, I'm going to challenge you to a little bet here, okay, Nathan? How many pros are going to rage quit in DNF?
5.
5? You go with 5? I was thinking like 2. Right. I love it. Full confidence. You go with 5. I'm going to go for 3. Chat, what do you think? Will we see anyone actually finishing it? And will it be any of the people we've got the camera on? Because then they won't come back for an interview because they're raging at the end.
See, I saw someone in the chat put no reverse, but this is fully reversed. The grid is literally backwards, so
yeah, right.
it is reversed. But today it is.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm super excited for it tonight. We will be finding out roughly what the track is. The guys are all getting into the lobby now. Basically, most of the people are in. Last week, obviously, Hungary, we came across some of the problems in F125, and it was definitely a kind of eye-opener to some of the people. It definitely made qualifying quite important. All you league race lovers are starting to realise that right now, and until things change, or even if they do, every qualifying session is going to just feel like a real-life Q3 Monaco where, like, not even the tens, I'm talking hundreds, right? It's going to be hundredths of a seconds that could define like 8-9 people, because it's going to have to be that close. Overtaking so hard. But we don't get that. So for anyone new coming in, wondering, what are we doing here? This is WOR's Ironman, okay? So we take some of the best drivers in the world, also some of Hungarian's best drivers, and a lot of the F2, amazing drivers as well. We throw them into a no qualifying 100% race. It's the only type of format in this sort of high up league racing. Very interesting concept. The fastest people go to the back, and the slower, as we say, the lobby's really competitive, so there's fine margins here. But at the end of the day, yes, we're putting like the real big guys at the back and seeing how far they can get up. Last game, they would get to first place within 15, 20 laps, maybe.
Yeah.
This game,
that.
sorry, has been absolutely brutal for some of these guys, hasn't it?
It has. It's been horrible for a lot of the drivers here. I mean, Yano, when he can't overtake people, and when Otis Lawrence can't overtake people, I think that shows. Yes, it's a bit too much dirty air and a little too less slipstream. But hopefully, whatever track we're at tonight, it should provide some actual good racing. Because the ones we've got left are actually our decent tracks, to be fair. Of course, Singapore's gone off the calendar because everybody would have been like, "Yep, no, goodbye, I'm leaving." So yes, no Singapore. Thank the Lord. And the track we can see on here, that's not on the. No, it's not, because I saw them messing with the weather because we are going to go to full dry, and I was thinking, well,
Yeah.
is it actually this track? But no, it's not.
No.
Yep,
No,
Australia
you know
is
what
not
they
on the
do.
calendar.
Mate, you know they love to tease us. They tease us for ages, guys, because we're just looking at the lobby and they can just change the track at the last second. I don't know who's doing it, but no, they're definitely keeping us on the edge. You can still see the tracks it's going to be. There's a couple of tracks I could be worried about. Bahrain, maybe, for instance. Miami, see, like, Miami could just be carnage, right? I need people to get their elbows out and start having some fun racing. Do you know what I mean? Even if you can't overtake, let's send it. You know what I mean? Let's send it and have some fun and just see what happens. We had a few people to rely on that over the last few weeks. We might rage at them sometimes in the chat, but to be fair play, they're giving us a bit of entertainment for there. Any names come to mind?
I wasn't listening to that again.
Mate, we're on fire today, mate. I've done that earlier, and now you've done it. All right, who are you looking forward to cause a little bit of carnage in this race? You know, spice it up a bit, have it not boring.
I have a name, but he's not here, and you know exactly what that name begins with and ends with. Big old JW, Jack Quest, but no, he's not here this evening. But carnage, Tom Roberts. I'm only saying that because I'm hoping he's watching it, and yeah.
You've just been called out, mate. Right, yeah,
or
no,
Gabble,
totally.
possibly.
Well, I feel like what we seen last week was frustrations building in the lobby, right? And I got a funny feeling we're maybe just people are gonna came in from this week going, right, what the hell am I gonna do, right? I'm starting at the back, what am I actually gonna do? And I'm hoping that they come in with a slightly more aggressive attitude. And maybe because that's like that produces really good racing for us. Yeah, sometimes it's maybe not the best lobby to be in, but for us, we love it, right? We get to see some carnage and a safety car. Who's going to get the first safety car of this entire game cycle when it comes to high level league? Have you seen one yet? We've not had.
We've
not
had one yet. Mate, we have not had one in this season.
As far as I'm aware, someone please correct me if we had like one or two maybe at the start, but this is getting ridiculous. Look, I was getting asked about it. Like, why is there no safety cars? I don't know. Do they have it on increased safety car? I don't know. All I know is that in my lobbies, I do not struggle to get a safety car because I'm a skill issue and I crash into the wall. But I definitely get safety cars. But I'm just like, apparently there's not been hardly any.
Someone in the back, I think. I think there's going to be a bit of a crash on lap one, wherever. Because, well, I'd say lap on turn one, but I don't know what turn one we're at yet. But no, I think it'll be one of our guys near the back who just, annihilates somebody.
We have basically just filled the lobby up. So we're going to find out the track any minute now. And I'm buzzing for it. Because I've got a good feeling. Everyone's in. We are ready for this. All right, so there's been one slight change that we've not mentioned yet, and I think we do need to mention it for it. It has been believed that due to the rain making things a lot more difficult, especially for overtaking in this track, they are given a trial where they're going to be for a full dry race. Now, if you've watched Ironman before, there sometimes can be up to like 3 weather changes in a race. It can be sometimes quite crazy. But they've decided it's been hard enough overtaking in the dry, but when you go into the rain, everyone's been on the same strategies and there's basically just been not much changing around. So they're giving us a try going full dry in the hopes that everyone gets more ideas on what to do, bringing better race and bringing more overtaking, right, with different sort of pit strats and stuff. Nathan, what's your thoughts on that?
Strategies, I don't have a clue what we'll get. I know it's dry. We all know that it's going to be fully dry, so
but do you like that change?
Hards.
So that's the change that they made this week, right? So they're going to make it completely dry. Are you into it? I think it's probably a good idea, right? We won't know until it happens, obviously, but I just feel like at this rate, we'll at least have more tire difference that will at least give us some DRS overtakes. We don't need much, guys. We just need a little bit, right? We just need a little bit. Oh, they've still not chosen the track, Nathan.
Phil,
Nathan.
come on, guys. This is taking the peep at the moment. I can't say the word I'm thinking, but this is taking its time.
Right, we're
We've
all
still
just
got
having
Australia.
a picnic. We're all here.
Yeah.
We're just having a picnic in this lobby, holding hands. I love it. Nah, we'll get there in a minute, but yes, no, everyone is in. We will be ready to go momentarily. Yeah, so let's talk about PC Tier 1. Well, we're here. Right,
Oh,
so
wait.
this is it. So you are one of the commentators. It'll be you and Dan
Yep.
Field, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Perfect. This is not your first time, as far as I'm aware. What are you looking forward to?
Seeing these drivers in a normal format, like what we get in esports, back again driving. Of course, I know we've got PSGL, but we're ignoring that. This is WOR.
In the bin.
The grid we can't reveal yet because, well, we have got it and I've seen it. It is
Is it good?
insane. There's about, looking at the list from the top of my head, there's like 15 first team drivers taking part. That's ignoring the reserves. I think we've probably got at least 23, 24 of the 30 taking part. Can't wait. It's going to be such a good field. And even though league racing's a little bit boring at the moment, you saw in F122, the driver stuck with it. I think we've got another situation like that again. They find it boring, but it's not bad. So they'll just go through with it, and hopefully the attendance will be decent. Because last season, I remember there was one race, and I'm going to say it because it's not harmful to WOR, because it happened in PSGL and the other competitive leagues. We had
Ooh.
like 4 out of 25 people tick yes. That's how bad last game was at one point.
So-
And that was not just WOR, that was every league. It was to the point where no one wanted to spend their evening driving. But this game, I'm hoping the attendance will be better. We've got positives left, right, and centre, so only on the up. And if you're going to be watching along, Scott, what are you
Yeah.
excited for? Anybody you're going to be cheerleading next season?
Look, I don't know who's in the list, but I want Ron Hart v Lawrence v Yarno. That's what I'm here for.
Oh,
That's
I mean, they are the 3 quickest, so...
yes. I'm sorry. Look, I'm a fanboy. I love it. See when they're all getting into it, like, you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm so buzzing for that. Oh, okay. All right, Nathan. Guys, we have the track, and it's
Do we? Let's have a
spicy.
look.
It's spicy.
Oh,
It's spicy.
I'm not... I don't
It's
like
spicy.
it, though.
You don't like it? Oh. I don't know, guys. You gotta let me know what you think. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the United States of America. Track Miami. Okay, on paper, to me, Miami is one of the best tracks in the world. It's got everything. It's got every type of part of cool, fun track. It's got the long, fast bits. It's got really insane technical slow bits. It's got a few DRS zones. I can't remember how many exactly, but I feel like it's just a great track. But Nathan, that reaction you just have, sometimes a lot of people have that reaction. Why do you have that reaction?
Because I don't like the track. It's built for money. The only reason, right? Don't get me wrong, I know all tracks are built for money, but it's like the purpose isn't even for the racing. Don't like the track. Don't like the atmosphere the track brings, and I don't like the fact it's full of celebrities that don't give a thingy about F1. That then just springs onto the race weekend, and I hate it. The racing's all right, but there's sections like that last sector, ridiculous. Like, what? An uphill chicane that goes into a sharp left-hander than a long straight. Makes no sense. Don't like it. Especially with dirty air, because cars are just going to get flung all over the place through there.
What have I started? I'm sorry. That's amazing, mate.
And see, I don't even think I've got an unpopular opinion either. Normally I have, but
We're
I think
so
this
split.
is quite shared.
This is great. This is great. Like, we're so far on the other side of this room. That's amazing. Right. We can talk through this throughout the race. Yeah, definitely. There's just I just enjoy racing with barriers because there's more chance of a safety car, and then the race just gets a little bit better for us. So that's what I kind of looking at. When I look at Miami, I think we're going to have some sense. We're going to have Sector 1 being it's a very difficult sector, to be honest. It feels very slippy to me. I guess these guys are a lot better than me, so they might not be affected by that, but it can definitely be rough. And you're right, that final couple of corners as well. Yikes. I'm so excited for this. I love it. Miami's always, I'm just not good at Miami, but it is an incredible race to watch, in my opinion. Guys, we're nearly there, Nathan. We're nearly there, mate.
We nearly are.
Everyone's
And we've got
getting
two newbies on the grid here tonight.
Yeah.
Starting, it'll be Zalambida and Stephen Vasso. Two drivers that we don't see too often here in the upper echelons of racing. So I'm excited to see what they can do. Of course, Zalan, one of our Hungarian friends, and Stephen, I presume, is from the UK. I know he's cross-nationalised with another
Right.
country, but I'm not going to mention it because I don't have a clue and I don't want to get it wrong. But yes,
True.
can't wait to see what these guys can do. Scott, before we go in, predictions.
Somehow Yarno's going to actually replicate the last game and go from last to first. He's actually going to do it this time.
But he started
And
15th.
Otis or Lawrence is going to finish second, 2 seconds behind. Okay, that's probably what a 500 to 1 bet there. No offense to them, because I think they're going to struggle to get to the top. But I'm living with hope.
I'm going to go with a Leo Lund win ahead of Luca
Nice.
Rapassa.
He's last.
2 non-esports guys. They are starting last.
That'd be one of the best drives you could ever imagine, to be fair. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, right? Okay, so poor Julian Claffenbach, we didn't really have much faith in him.
I did.
Should we throw him a bone?
I said that I thought he was going to do really good tonight, and he'll cause an upset.
Was that before the stream? I don't think
before you wasn't listening. That's when you wasn't listening. Just like what I did to you afterwards.
Right, okay, love it. Thanks for bringing that one up again. Brilliant. All right, so you'll be taking us away in a wee minute, guys. We're just getting our setups ready, all of that kind of stuff. I'm buzzing for this. I'm going to keep on the action. Sometimes with Ironman, it's a little bit of a strange setup. We do look at the back sometimes because we do have these sort of big names. They're starting at the back. We'll do our best with the cameras. Keep on to everyone's strat. I'm buzzing for it. A nice sunny day in Miami. We're going to have carnage. Will we finally get a safety car? Here we go.
We might do. We got 3, 4, and 5 lights here for round 6 of the Ironman League season. Here around Miami, it's Zalan Bida ahead of Stephen Vasso in second place as we head our way down to turn 1. And a poor start there from Vasso already down to P4 here, and the Mercedes already down to P7. Has had a terrible start here, and he's actually been sandwiched 3 cars. Oh my goodness! He's gone upside down, and there was a car beneath him, and he's still upside down.
What was that? That was amazing. We got a safety car, people. There we go.
What was that? I have no words.
I love this game. It's just amazing. All right. And how is everyone still in it? Wait a minute. No one DNF'd. Am I tripping here? Like, what just happened?
And Scott, we haven't got a safety car. We have not got a safety car. How?
But
There's no safety car. It's a VSC.
Oh, right.
Yeah, was that not safety car worthy?
That's amazing.
A car was literally hoisted up into the air by 2 other cars, then upside down, and somehow that isn't warranted for a safety car.
I love it.
Is this Pro League or online open lobby? On paper, it's a Pro League. Off paper, it's an open lobby.
Oh, dear me.
And Tamas Koken's ended up with 10 seconds as well. I presume that was for the serious collision in terms of making the car go upside down through turn 4. But here we go. Green flag racing once again. And yes, we've had a massive change in the field. If you missed the first couple of corners, we had P1 and P2 start first and second. They are now first and 20th.
I love it. I'll get the positions up. Look at that. Andrew Milner up 6 spots, going for it as well. With JB as well, not a name I know of. So yeah. Oh, right, there you go.
No one knows to do that. I don't know, Jake Benham. Who's that?
I love it. Okay, we're looking up as well. Tamas Kokeny sadly down 9 spots. Right, who should we look at? Let's get Ismail Fassi up as well and see how he is doing tonight. Looking calm, looking collected, ready for this. He's up 1 spot already, coming into sector 1. Let's see what he can do. Here are the tyres for you, Nathan.
Let's have a look. So, a mass of mediums and a few of the hards being used here so far this evening, as we have got Duncan Hoffland and Nicholas Longay going side by side as they head their way down towards the next braking zone. Of course, DRS is enabled down towards this section, and let's see who's going to get the move. And Duncan's actually going to go for a send at the same time on Jake Benham, but isn't quite close enough and has to just sit behind for now as we make our way through towards the chicane as Julian Claffenbach overtakes Richard Spragis, and Larry Tolke takes a penalty for corner cutting through the chicane. Not a surprise. It's very easy to go wide there and take a penalty. I'm sure, Scott, we're going to see quite a few of those this evening, but Haas, sitting 10th in the championship, now sit P4 and P5.
Yeah, definitely Duncan Hoffman getting very close, trying to get inside lane, but it was defended. Really late breaking contact, car ghosting, and he might even lose another spot to Nicholas Longay right behind. As we have Jarno, the two Red Bulls are fighting. Jarno has been able to get in front of one. Is he going to go for a second one here? We've already seen more overtakes this race than we probably did last race.
Yep. And that's ignoring ones with people crashing and then making position. I mean, actual on-track overtakes. We had hardly any. In Hungary last time out. We actually might have quite a few here around Miami because Jarno Opmeer has made up many spots and has done quite a few overtakes as well. As Andre Molnar, oh no, is that Larry Toll? Bit of lag there? I saw his car bouncing around, and a minute ago he's somehow dropped and gained 2 positions within the split of a second as Jarno Opmeer makes a move ahead of Ismail Fassi heading into turn 6. Now that's not normally an overtaking spot, so interesting that Jarno's got the move done there, and we've got Luca Rapassa on the charge as well, following through his teammates, and Lucas Blakely started P6s now on the top step of the podium here. Lap 3 of 57, still many laps to go, but positive signs for the V-Carb.
Yeah, it's great. Almost 2 wide the whole time, mate. They actually basically made that work. Very nice. Getting very close. We had Sprogus as well, getting Larry Tolkien behind. Yeah, we're already seeing a good push. Leo Lund's trying to get up into 15th. He actually makes a stick with Thomas Kokanee right behind. Oh, a little bit of wheel barge in there. Getting very close because East Van Puke is coming from behind. Will he be able to dive down the inside? It looks like he's not. We're going to go right up to the top of the field where we have Julian fighting, getting every position that he can, keeping second for now. Has to watch though that Lucas Blakely, someone we've not really spoke about, and that's just crazy to think of that. Oh, there we go. JB going for the move on Andrew Milner, gets it done.
Indeed, Jake Benham up into P7, and Ismail Fassi, what a poor race he's had so far. I mean, he's lost 2 positions since the start, but he was up into to 11th. Got overtaked by 2 Red Bulls and an Alpine, as someone at the back has had a spin. That's going to be Tamas Kokanee in the V-Carb. But yeah, Ismail Fassi has had 3 cars overtake him in the last 2 laps, and has now lost 3-ish tenths to the back of Leo Lund over this lap. So not sure what's happening here to Ismail Fassi, as we do see him on our screens, I believe. I can't see him, but I know he'll probably be there somewhere. So yes, you can see him as he heads his way down towards turn number, is it number 11 here, if I got it right?
You've thrown me under the mud there. I don't know, mate.
I've actually the worst question, haven't I?
Oh, getting close. I don't know the corners, mate. All right, Zalin and Tom Roberts getting very close. What a great move. We are seeing some banging racing here. I love it, guys. Ironman's back, baby.
I mean, he made that move a lap ago ahead of the other, no, 2 laps ago ahead of one of the Hassies. So he's done that move twice in that section as Jake Benham, gets a move ahead of Larry Tolkien and jumps up into P6, but the Hassie's going to try and fight back unless he gets some... Wait, that Alpine was inside of him a second ago. Oh, he's lagging out. That's why I thought, why the hell is an Alpine inside of the Hass?
I think one of the drivers, I think one of the drivers having a little bit, sorry, of an unsteady system. It's not our end, thankfully, so we'll hope that they can get that fixed up. But yeah, Lucas Blakely's not been able to get away yet. We've got Leo Lund, 2 Ferraris getting quite close to each other as well at the back. And yes, we have an overtake for last place. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting fighting all the way down to the bottom here.
Who's Gabor got there?
Stephen?
I mention this every time because poor Gabor has the most unluckiness on track. I don't understand how.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is to his own demise by getting silly 10 seconds in the pit lane, but he could be up the top all of a sudden last, and you don't know why. Poor Gabor, but hopefully he can try and fight back from 24 seconds back, well no, 22 seconds back from 17th. Let's hope. Let's see what they can do. I doubt it, but you never know. As Leo Lund gets overtaken by, Ismail Fassi gets overtaken by his teammate in towards the braking zone. Now that is not ideal for Ismail, being overtaken by 2 of the pros, but then also being overtaken by 2 of the F2 or development level drivers is something to be wondering about there. What's happening to Ismail?
Yep, true. He looks happy enough though. I'm sure he'll come back a little bit later. Right, so yeah, we're starting to sort of settle out a little bit. Everyone's staying that sort of 2, 3, 4 tenths behind for now. No changes really happening. He's found Puki getting a bit close. Decides not to make a move. Might go next lap. Yes, definitely into tire conservation, sorry. So we see not many people on the hards. So we've got Ismail Fassi, obviously he has decided to go into the hards today, and he looks quite chill about it. We've also got Otis Lawrence, who has decided to go into the hards as well. Is that a good play? As we actually jump back to Ismail Fassi, he's fighting Istvan Pukki for 15th.
He certainly is. A nice little battle here. Ferrari versus Mercedes as they'll head their way through. Ooh, and that was close to contact indeed. And Ishmael is going to get overtaken by Istvan going around the outside. But Istvan's got to be careful of the curb, backs out and stays in P16. But he's all over the back of the Ferraris. We head our way down to the next braking zone. And so is Brendan Lee on the charge 2 in the Kick Sabre. Of course, started in and around the bottom 5. And he's looking to try and get a bit higher here. Gets past Istvan. And he's going to try and get a move past Ishmael. So Istvan, who was on the attack, is now on the defence, as that's going to be the Kick Sabre of Brendan Lee up into P16 here in this field. And then up the front, I've noticed that Lucas Blakely is on the hard tyres, and he's got some decent pace. So if he goes onto the mediums and the others go into the hards, that could definitely be great for Lucas Blakely's race.
Yeah, this game's such a tyre shredder. It depends how long he can keep these hards going. In the last game, he could have done 56 laps in these hards and just gone to softs for 1 lap, right? But this game is very different. I've noticed you really need to think about conserving them. Is he doing that? I would hope he is, to be honest. This really could just be... I'm sorry, like, what a statement, to be fair, hitting hards, because there's quite a difference in pace at most tracks. I'm not too sure about Miami entirely. As we get down... Oh, Leo Lund's absolutely fighting it with the Red Bull as well. He nearly went into the wall, man.
Wow, that was being aggressive. Living up to his name, Leo Lund. We know he's an aggressive driver, and he's proving that here this evening once again, up into 13th for the Ferrari driver, as Luca Rapassa looks to send it back up the inside of Leo Lund, but that didn't work and actually lost out a bit there, because that'll bring Ishmael Fassi back onto the attack. So Luca Rapassa looking for a bit of a revenge overtake, hasn't worked out at all, as Leo has to try and get back within a second of Otis Lawrence, otherwise he could be under some immense pressure as laps go by. But he's got within 8 tenths there. He should, I'd imagine, be fine here, because Jarno Opmeer is also in and around a similar gap to Nicholas Longate. And as I say that, Leo Lund drops back to 9 tenths. So
yeah, I think he's trying to recharge a little there a bit. All right, okay, so yeah, just about to lose it. I'm sorry. Yep, all the way. It's looking a little bit chilly. Actually, Larry Tolkien getting very close. Okay, looks like a little bit of a tactical swap there between the two halves. Not wanting to slow each other down. Maybe they're trying to conserve battery together or whatnot, to be honest. Maybe there's just not much risk for swapping the places at this moment in time.
No, just going on. I don't think they're just doing what happens. If it works to swap, they will. If not, then they won't bother.
Yeah.
They'll head down towards turn 1. And of course, a great start by Andre Molnar. Started P13, I believe, and now up into the top 8 for the Alpine team as Gabor Chontos gets ahead of Stephen Vasso. That's for P19. What a battle there.
Let's go, mate. All the way to the back. We've got a great battle. I love it. Let's see what they can do. They're both just working along, realizing that it's going to be hard enough without DRS. They need to... Oh, we have a yellow flag. Who is that? That looks to be... Tamas Kokeny. Oh, he's having a rough time. That sector 1 can be really tricky, those first 3 corners. You just feel like you've never had confidence putting your foot down on there, at least for me.
Certainly. The grip's so low, isn't there, through this section? The grip is just... Well, on the track, for the track on a whole, the grip's just not there. Of course, it's quite a new surface, and yeah, it's a bit hard to drive on, especially in these cars, which aren't the easiest to drive at all. And with the setups these guys have, they are very, very flimsy on the rear, so it does make it a task. But a lot of them are coping with it nice and well, so yeah, just hope they can continue on for the next 49 laps. That's right, as that's going to be Jake Ben nearly into the barriers, overtaking one half in the McLaren, looking to try and get past 2, and he does! He forces his way through, and he's like, well, you're there, you're in the way, goodbye, I'm through.
How's he done that? That was great. We also have Nicholas Longe getting very close to get in front of Duncan Hofflin. He has to let that one go for now. Oh, it nearly goes right into the back of Andre Molnar. This is a very tight train. This could go wrong for someone.
But because of all that battling, look at the gap between 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
2.5 seconds nearly. When it comes to pit stops, that is going to matter heavily. Especially when you start to add in overcuts and undercuts into the equation. Yeah. Of course, Jake Benham on the hards.
He could catch up soon, right? If the mediums start to die off a little, could get that back down to under the seconds.
But they're just going to be following Lucas Blakely.
True.
You say that, look at the gaps. Oh, Zellenbeed has dropped outside of a second. There we go. We've jinxed it already. That could help Jake Benham because as
Yeah.
Zellenbeed has pace, I'd imagine he's probably not as good as Jake Benham.
Okay, Yarno getting the move done on Duncan Hoffman. Now he's lost. Well, he's not giving it up at all. He's going to go for this all the way around. Two of the best drivers. Can they keep it clean going through this sector? Has to back out just before the end. But Andre Milner definitely gets that spot done during those corners. What a move.
I saw someone saying, how the hell is Lucas in P1? I mean, he did start P5. He's had a good race so far. He's on an alternate strategy, it seems, at the moment. Doing a very good job in the V-Carb as we do look further back there. Jarno Opmeer getting that move done again on Duncan Hoffman. Is Duncan going to try and fight back? He will, but Jarno's going to look to make 2 spots. Looking to get past Nicholas Longate through the final couple of corners, up towards turn 1 again. But it's going to be the outside here for Jarno. That's not going to work out as Otis Lawrence makes a move now and jumps up into P11 in the Alpine. So for 2 drivers that couldn't overtake last time out, they are now up into P10 and 11 by lap 10.
Yeah, definitely. Looking on to Otis Lawrence, he's looking to get 3 drivers right in front of him, all fighting for position, understanding that he cannot... Oh, there's been a spin out! Who was that? It was Larry Tulke. We got to see from Otis's POV. Very interesting. Duncan as well gets the move. Otis going for it. Contact made. Can he get the car stopped in time? He does. Can he keep the position? Jarno Opmeer does not want to let this one go.
He's looking to get ahead of Jarno. Jarno is not happy with him being overtaken like that. So he'll be looking to fly back down towards the next braking zone. You can see Otis hugging the left-hand side. Jarno's going to go up the inside once more to try and get back up into P9 ahead of Otis Lawrence, who fights back. Off track goes Otis, comes back on and gives a bit of contact to Jarno Opmeer, who nearly collects Duncan Hoffland as they head into the chicane. But move completed there for Otis Lawrence. He had to fight for it. He had to fight, well, probably a little bit over the top for that one. But either way, keeps Jarno Opmeer behind. And that wagging there is he basically telling Jarno, don't bother overtaking.
That was banging. Okay, that was great all rounds. Well done to everyone there. I enjoyed that. Oh, Ishmael Fassi getting very close as well. Gets the move done on Larry Tulke, who's just dropping place. He's like mad now, unfortunately. That's 8 total now. Ishmael still down 2 though. Still looking calm and collected. Doesn't look angry. Andre Milner's left the session. Very unfortunate. Let's jump back onto the action with Nicholas Longate.
Indeed, in P7 at the moment. Then further back, Andre Milner,
Yeah.
of course, dropping down because of his car, leaving the session. Big shame for Andre. Big shame indeed. But gaps are now starting to form everywhere. Jake Benham, 4 seconds back from Tom Roberts, of course, is that. Oh, hang on. What? He's already caught up and overtaken Zalambida.
Oh.
Yeah,
Fair play.
2 seconds. I didn't think it'd come down that quickly. My goodness.
There's just been too much
There's,
action to watch. This
yeah,
is
true.
amazing.
That's
Brendan
what
Lee as well. Look at this, Nathan.
Ooh, so that's going to be Larry Torquay inside of a car that's trying to get back into the session.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. And then it's Van Pookie as well, just getting past that car. They know Andre's back, so they should all pass him before he gets back into the car. So they haven't got to find him then.
Oh no, it's Atlantic Toki's Van Pookie getting so close as well. I love how far they take that challenge, but someone always needs to back off, don't they?
They certainly do. And sometimes you get the whole Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton situation where nobody backs out and they both end up in a barrier. So far, we've actually gone quite well with this. Ignoring what happened on lap 1 where we somehow had a car go upside down after being levitated by 2 others. Yeah.
And still didn't get a safety car. Like, what do we need?
I mean, still continuing, I think, is the main part.
That's so funny. Yeah, not a single DNF and not a safety car. That was quite funny. Leo Lund's getting very close here. Is he going to go for the move? Nope. Decides to stay back for now. Ishmael Fassi, though, under threat from Luca Rapassa. This could get intense.
This certainly could. This is going to be close to contact here. I think there is a bit of contact as they make their way through. And Ishmael Fassi up into P12 here in this race, getting past Luca Rapassa once again. Of course, had a bit of a poor start, dropped a few positions, but now looking to try and make amends here and work his way up a little bit higher. Of course, if you guys in the chat aren't familiar with the point system, it is 25 points for first, then for 1 for 10th. Pretty much the same as Formula 1. So, yes, if you're outside the top 10, you're not scoring any points, and you need to be inside the top 10, as Leo Lund gets overtaken by his teammates who got overtook by him a couple of laps ago. So the 2 Ferraris swapping positions, looking to try and get back into that DRS of Duncan Hoffland, who's doing a great job at behind the back of Jarno Opmeer, who are now both up into the top 10.
Right? Let's just stop for a second. But honestly, Otis Lawrence cannot sleep on him. He's up 10 spots, Nathan.
Yeah.
He's up 10 spots. He is actually recreating what we were talking about. Is we have another disconnect, unfortunately, at the back. And this is literally what we've been asking for last game's Ironman, where the best of the best could rise from the back to the front, and Otis has given probably the best attempt I've seen in a few weeks. But not to count out Yarno and Duncan, obviously. And Leo Lund, up 8 spots. He was your guy. You said he's going to go from 20th to 1st. Well, he's already up 8 spots.
He is. Doing a great job so far. I think the same goes for many drivers on the grid. Even those that have lost positions are still doing a great job, considering, you know, what happened to them. Stephen Vasso, who has just joined back. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be down in 20th. He started 2nd, but got killed at one of the corners in that first sector. Realistically, he should probably be within that top 10. I don't think his pace is quite to be at the front, but he'd easily be in that top 10 as we do look at some of the gaps further ahead now. Jake Bedham, 4 seconds behind. Rihard Sprogis, 2 seconds behind Zalan Bidar, and then we have got a train that goes all the way down to 17th, as this is Otis Lawrence making a move up into the top 6, has made another position. That brings it up to 11, if I'm correct, Scott.
You are 100% correct. Up 11 spots now into the top 6. He's got 2 seconds to try catch up with Zalin, but he's going to be faster on those tyres. So this is a really good position for him. But do you know, to be fair to Julian, he is keeping that DRS just. Now Lucas is going to start being a lot quicker. He's going to start being a lot quicker soon. But he's staying in that DRS, and that is commendable at this moment in time, as Tom Roberts literally just drops out.
What, dropped at the session?
No, he was a second behind for the DRS. He's caught it back now to 8/10, but just got into about a second behind there. But Julian's playing on the edge here.
He is, but to be fair to Tom, he's got 2 very good drivers ahead of him. So I think he's doing a superb job either way, keeping with these 2, considering they are, obviously, Lucas Blakely, F1 esports champion. Julian Klaffenbach will most likely, I think, be driving in esports next season.
Nice.
Yeah, for Tom Roberts, who's, you know, I think in F3 in PSGL Tier 2 WOR, I think he's doing a perfect job sticking onto the back of them. I thought he would have probably lost it after about 5 or 6 laps, but no, he's been with them the whole time, so a good job by Thomas. Here is Tamas Coe. Oh, never mind, it's Andre Molnar, who's pitted. Of course, got kicked out the session earlier on, dropped to the back of the field pretty much, and now is going for a bit of an undercut here onto the hard tyres and comes out just ahead of Gabor Chontos. Yeah,
we've still got a fight at the back here. Like, don't disregard the fight at the back. Like, this could be some of the best racing you ever see in your life. Let's go, Gabor. He must be raging. He's down 10 spots. We need to get him back up there. And hey, he has to start one at a time, right? One at a time. And there still could definitely be a safety car. The way some of these drivers are not backing out of certain things, I'm so ready for it.
I hope there's a safety car, because it does always throw something different into it. And also, it means those that are in P10 won't be as far back as they are now. I mean, like, Duncan Hoffman, if you can have a look at the gap to leader, he's going to be about 8 seconds, 9 seconds back from the leaders, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
And I can see you trying to find gap to leader. Don't worry about it. I can see you trying to
I just had to point it out, right? Okay, I forgot the button for a second. There you go.
There we go. Oh, yeah, there you go. 11 seconds back. Oh, dear me.
Okay. All right, so Otis and Zalin still having a lot of switches. Oh, Sven Pukki gets a 10-second time penalty. Uh-oh. We see this often. Honestly, we really see this a lot of times, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I don't know how, because, I mean,
oh,
surely it's not that hard to slow down into the pit lane. Tamas Kokani as well with 10 seconds. I mean, there's no point them not running here, because if we have another safety car, they can pit and serve the penalty.
Yeah.
So, it's not the end of the world.
All right, as you can see, we'll get the tyres up to see what some of these guys are doing at the bottom. Staying on hard tyres. We know they were mediums. 14, 15 laps. Oh, what's happened there? Sven Pukki?
Oh, no one was going slow.
I think it might have been Steven, actually, if I was correct, maybe. Either way, let's get back up to the top of the field. Yeah, so, seeing them on hard tyres, that means what? 12, 13, 14 laps that they've been able to do on the mediums before they thought it was time to go. That probably means maybe double on the hards. We're thinking the hard guys could maybe go at like 25, 28 maybe.
Double, and then goes just 10 laps more.
Fair enough.
No, I think they'll do, they'll probably do about 25 to 30. Definitely a two-stop here as Nicholas Longe gets a move ahead of Rihard Sprogis, and so does Jano Otmir. Oh, Rihard breaks way too late, and well, we'll not just lose 2 positions, but potentially lose 4. As that'll be Rihard into the pits, and Zalambida gets a 10-second penalty, and I don't think Rihard did. I think he survived.
Why did I know that was going to happen? I was like, something told me just stay on Rehard's there. Something told me to just stay there. And then there it was, it happened. We also have a fight for Brendan Lee. No, he's into the pit, sorry. Getting a new set of tyres on. Staying on the hards. Most people going to the hards now, not doing medium. So we have another yellow flag. Is that Stephen at the back again? It's all going a bit bad to worse for him, isn't it?
He has. I mean, once you get yourself into mistakes, you end up making more, and your confidence goes to nothing, and at that point you are just driving for the sake of driving. I mean, you might as well make the most of this. Not every day you can you be driving with some of these drivers who are at the top of sim racing, top of their game. Is Rihard after making a pit stop now, sits on the back of Luca Rapassa and sits just ahead of Andre Molnar. So this should be an interesting battle. Let's see what Rihard could do. Look, can he make a move? Or is he still going to be just stuck behind the car ahead? Because that's the issue that Rihard's had before. He was constantly stuck in that DRS. He could never make a move. And, well, now he's got a car ahead of him which hasn't got DRS. So this could be an opportunity.
Yeah, fair enough. Andre Milner did give it a really good go in that Sector 1. Just didn't quite have enough for it. Ishmael Fassi getting very close there. Gets the overtake done on Nicholas Longe. They're so far ahead. Obviously, they've not done their pit stops. We should start to see more happening. Tom Roberts, 3rd place, one of the leaders, going into the pits, deciding he maybe wants that undercut on Julian.
Indeed. So Tom Roberts is going to go in. We'll see what he chooses to do. I presume it will be mediums to hards here for this next stint. And then I presume he go mediums to the end here after that one. So we'll see whereabouts he comes out. It should be ahead of Zalambida quite comfortably, I'd imagine. So, yeah, because the last thing that Tom wants is to be involved with that train of those Luca Rapassa down. As Istvan Pukki takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It was previously Brendan Lee. And now it goes to Istvan Pukki, who are all in that train near the back. So it makes you think what sort of lap times the likes of Tom Roberts could be doing, or Zalambida, because they aren't stuck in the train, and they are also on brand new tyres.
Yeah, definitely. We watched Otis Lawrence. He was about 2.4 seconds back, if you think back, Nathan. Once he got into this position from JB, he's now been catching. About to break into that DRS. This man has some serious pace on him.
Yep, certainly does. Otis in P4 on the back of Jake Benham. I mean, their gap before would have been around 5 or 6 seconds, I'd imagine. He's brought that gap down to just under, or just over a second at the moment. I'm sure give it a lap, he'll be in that DRS, and, well, can look to strive for more. But, of course, being on those hard tyres, he's, of course, taken a bit of a different strategy compared to the others. As Julian Kluffenbach, also on the mediums, he's staying out. He's fine sticking with the back of Lucas Blakely, whereas most other drivers on the mediums have pitted. As Jake Benham, early in on the hards, I think the first driver to pit off of the hard tyres, goes on to another set of... No, goes on to medium. So he's going hard medium here. So I presume it'll be hard medium for Jake Benham, or hard medium hard. I'm not sure how the tyre wear is around this track.
I think it's going to probably be at this rate. If you're getting probably 1 hard, 2 mediums, I would imagine, but you'll probably have the odd person that maybe just thinks to go for the back. As we have a little bit overtaken at the back. Leo Lund into 14th, fighting with Brendan Lee, who, when he was starting in the top 5, top 8, Brendan Lee was able to do quite well. He's having a little bit of a different challenge this week, and maybe he's starting to understand some of the problems some of the other fast guys have been having at the back. But still, up a few spots as well, not to be sniffed at. There's a long race to go.
Certainly, definitely. Well, it is a long race, isn't it? It's what, 30 laps, 31 or something? I'm not very good at maths, as you can tell, guys, but yes, many laps to go in this Grand Prix. And here is Brendan Lee looking to close down on Leo Lund, who will have DRS shortly, so there won't be that much of an advantage here for Brendan Lee. And then further back, we did see Istvan Pukki closing in as well on the kick sober as they make their way into the braking zone. And then, of course, further ahead, it's our top 7 so far, which are yet to pit. And then, of course, Tom Roberts down have all pitted. So technically, Tom Roberts is our net race leader here, as we do see Lucas Blakely. Oh, goodness. I mean, I'm starting to think here, is the pit limiter like 60 and they all think it's 80 or something? Because this is not normal, is it, to be getting this many drivers with penalties?
No, it's. I just think, yeah, I think it's just a learning curve for them. It's definitely a little bit of a tough thing. I think they're just so adrenaline trying to maximize every possible second. But in this game, it's dangerous. You just got to chill a bit as we're getting some overtaking. No, we're not. Lucas Blakely coming back out into 9th place. Right, okay, so look how far away he is. Oh, just getting there in front of Zalan. Look at the gap between him and Tom Roberts. That's what you're looking at to see just how much of an undercut Tom Roberts has done.
5 seconds worth.
Yeah.
Oh my, that is
Decent.
insane.
That's decent, right? He had free air and he was just like, I'm just going to drive and chill. Let's hope he's not done his tyres too bad there. Ismail Fassi, jump on board with him, getting the overtake done, and Duncan Hofflin gets it done before the corner. Duncan happy to just sit behind for now.
I mean, this is perfect here for Tom and Julian because those who are yet to pit will still drop down quite far. Tom and Julian now, as long as they play their strategy right, they can do so many different things and still make it work out. I mean, they got 5 seconds to Blakely, 3 seconds to Jake Benham. They've got some big opportunities in this Grand Prix, as we do see Ishmael Fassi, of course, on the back of Jarno Opmeer. These guys, I'd imagine, should be in soon. Onto some new tyres. Of course, Julian onto hards, same as Tom, and then Julian making the pass, and then, of course, Jake Benham onto the medium.
Yeah, but Julian getting that done, and that is now, you can see, it just didn't really have the pace there. As we have Otis Lawrence coming into the pits, right, Jarno goes into the lead. So you've got a hard tyre user pitting before the mediums. Interesting.
I mean, they're just going for different strategies. I mean, I'm surprised that those tyres for Jarno, Duncan and Nicholas aren't in a puncture range, because I'd imagine the tyre wear's quite high here, and 20 laps is quite a long way, on these tyres. As here is Otis Lawrence just ahead of Luca Rapassa. Now, this could work perfectly if he can dispatch Zalan Bida quickly. He's got DRS and Luca, then he's got free air, then he's got DRS and Jake, and then free air. So this could be good for Otis Lawrence here pushing forward on the medium tyres. Remember, a lot quicker than what tyres those ahead of him are on.
Yeah, he just needs to watch out that he doesn't. As Ishmael Fassi actually takes the lead of the race, let's jump on board with him for a second. There we go. For the first time, he is leading the race, and we'll jump back to Otis Lawrence as well in a little fight. It looks like with Zalan gets that spot done, gets the overtake done. Lucas Blakely next, okay? He's caught up to Lucas Blakely. When you think about the difference in places gained, to have them both there in 8th and 9th right now is kind of mad.
It is. It really is. And I think Lucas has done a decent job, but I know that he doesn't do that much league racing at the moment, so I'm not surprised that he's, not peaking as he normally would be. As Julian Klaffenbach gets past Nicholas Longay and jumps up into P4. As Otis Lawrence gets past Lucas Blakely, as I predicted quite quickly, Ishmael Fassi gets 10 seconds in the pits as well. Another one of our top drivers with another 10-second penalty.
Oh, as Lucas Blakely's coming back here, is he going to... No, he decides to just stay behind for now. But he got very close to the back of Otis there. That was nearly a repeat. But he's probably just waiting for the next DRS zone in his hopes to overtake. They do need to catch up to Jake Benham, though. 2.5 behind.
They certainly do. As, of course, Tom Roberts is now on the back of Julian. And Julian's caught up to Duncan and Jarno. That is insane. Julian now will be looking to make some moves, looking to get ahead of Duncan Hofflin, does so, just up the inside nice and quickly. And Tom Roberts should be theoretically going through quite quickly himself. You can see there Tom to the inside of Duncan as well, goes up into P3, and then further back we have Nicholas Longay following through with this pack. And then give it another half a lap, we should see Julian and possibly Tom ahead of Jarno Opmeer.
Yeah, looks like it's getting a lot of intense for Riyad Sprogus, losing a lot of spots there. It was just the man sort of caught out there and losing a couple of spots. East Van Pookie and Leoland up.
Indeed, and I think for a second Riyad thought about making an overtake into the chicane, but thought better of it, luckily. Because that would not have ended well, I think that's safe to say. But here we go, back up at the front. Of course, Jarno Opmeer still to pit in this Grand Prix. I mean, with him leaving it this long, do you think he could be going for a one-stop?
I mean, maybe onto the hards. We have Leo Land getting the overtake done on Andrew Milner, and Jarno into second place as Julian takes the lead. As Jarno drops 2 spots, but it's very understandable. 21 lap, mediums to 5 lap hards is insane.
Think about it this way. He's done 21 laps on mediums. There's still 35 to go. So, if he can do this another 10 laps, no, sorry, not 10. If he can do this another 4 or 5 laps, he then only has 30 laps to do on hards. If he can do 30 or near enough 30 on mediums, he should be able to do the same on hard tyres.
You would think so, right? Like, but again, it's like it's a rough race to be that guy that does that type of race, because you're just nursing your tires all day. Sometimes it's nicer to just get newer sets on, go for the 2-stop, and just always be in fast cars. As JB gets the overtake done on Nicholas Longe, another DRS overtake, gets it done quite nicely.
Indeed. Right, so here we go once again. Larry Torquay on the back of Brendan Lee. This is for P15 in the race. Not been the best for Brendan, not been the best for Larry. I think more so for Brendan, it's the frustrating part. He's only made up 3 spots, whereas Larry's lost 9. So realistically, they don't want to be with Brendan Lee, but Brendan Lee also doesn't want to be racing down there with those. As Lawrence gets past Longe, jumps up into P6, and Jake Benham jumps up into P4 ahead of Duncan Hoffland, and then Lucas Blakely looking to get ahead of Nicholas Longe as well, but has a lock-up heading into the braking zone. Can he get ahead? Should be able to do so quite nicely. There we go.
Yeah.
It's P7 for Lucas Blakely. Duncan takes us 10 seconds in the pits. What is happening here? You're not me. I've got to be very careful now.
Yeah, like, Phil, it's like once you see 2 or 3 people do it, you must be like, right, okay, I need to watch when I go into the pits, right? Because I'm sure they have these alerts come up, right? I'm sure it pops up. No, it doesn't pop up for everyone if you get a 10-second, right? So they're all just independently making these same mistakes. Quite interesting. I'm sure they're going to have some thoughts about it at the end of the race.
Well, I mean, whatever thoughts they have, they can't blame the game for this. They can blame themselves only.
Exactly.
Because the game doesn't make them. The game doesn't shoot on their brake. They do. So
they're just all greedy.
It's not good for the league racing egos, is it? As here we have Jake Benham and Yana Me, 2 former teammates overtaking each other, and Jake Benham jumps up into 3rd.
Yeah, definitely. Yarno, just risk management right now is like, it probably wants Otis or Lucas try and overtake. I can imagine he's probably gonna getting very close. Oh my god, they're both going through it. Otis and Yarno not giving up. Yellow flag, Nicholas Longe retiring. Wait, it's an actual safety car. What just happened?
There we go. Safety car is out.
Okay, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I see debris, but I don't really see anything others. Let's bring us back up on screen here. We have a safety car, folks. It happened, okay? It happened. Oh my goodness. I wish I could get a little bit of context, but I got a funny feeling he's taking his wheel off on a scale issue mistake. But I could be wrong. Not too much of a clue, but it takes a lot to get a safety car. He's definitely lost a big chunk of his car, I think, there, rather than just like a bit of wheel banging, you know, that's maybe led to a driver going to the wall. Okay, what are people doing?
There we go. Pit stops. Oh, the top 2 stay out.
Wow.
3rd and below hit onto soft for Otis Lawrence.
Yeah, well, there we go. See what the man thinks. And go on to soft tires. I guess he's understood that it's not going to be. There's definitely going to be a second stop, right? Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to.
He's leaving it, but of course, wouldn't you want to just go on mediums? Because of course, in those you get a little bit more lap. You can go a little bit longer, whereas the softs, give it 5 or 6 laps and they're dead.
Yeah.
Then you've still got 27 laps to go to the end. As Ishmael Fassi also. Oh, what's happening there? Oh, glitching there for Ishmael Fassi. He's also going on to soft tyres.
Fair. He just jumped up to first place there, didn't he? Was that just me that saw that? Okay, right, okay. That's fine. Right, okay, this actually gives me a second. We're just going to jump away from the race. Oh, as Gabor Johnson gets a 10-second penalty crossing the pit lane exit. Ouch, that's a silly one to do. He's going to be raging about that. Right, we will be right back in 1 second, folks. Don't you worry about that. We can relax with that safety car on for a couple of minutes, and I can fix something that I've been trying to fix from the start. Absolutely perfect. So, what do you think so far, Nathan? Having fun?
Yes, I think it's been an interesting race. Still confused with the whole pit stop scenarios of why people are getting penalties. Very confusing. But yeah, enjoying it so far. I think we've still got a good race on our hands. Lots of drivers now moving positions. I mean, the guys that we saw at the back and then near the front, they're going to be competitive, fighting for wins and podiums. So yeah, the next 25 laps or so, I think they're going to be very good.
I absolutely love it. Let's bring us back to the race. And joining us, hopefully for the first time, we have Duncan Hoffland's camera finally working. There you can see the chill man himself. Whereas he's down in 17th place right now, just on the track, having a nice time. As Otis Lawrence comes into the pit again, by the way, I think that's been a mistake. He didn't mean to put the softs on, and he's just fixing it now onto the hard. Wait, he started hards.
So he's gone for the whole.
Yeah, so he's needed. He's thinking he's going to end this race on the hard tires. So he needed to do. Yeah, he needed to do his mandatory pit stop. That's a bit strange. That does worry me slightly moving forward. But he's into the pit. He's 1 minute 20 seconds in the lead.
Because he was behind the safety car, and it must have registered him as that.
Yeah, so if he drops down to his spot that he was in, it should just revert itself as far as I'm aware.
Told commentator's volume is pretty low, but that doesn't help of who it is. Ishmael Fattas is disconnected. Oh dear me.
There you go.
But no, apparently our volumes are low, but I don't know which one is low, whether it's me or you or both or none.
We're both turned up a little. Let us know, guys, if there's any issues.
What's happened to Ishmael? He's got his keyboard. I can see him messing with his keyboard. He's got his camera still working.
Yeah, something's went wrong with his game, sadly. He's obviously maybe just trying to fix the problem, as we just kind of get a few wee things. Let us know how we're updated, guys, and if we're ready.
He doesn't look too annoyed, does he, really?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Give me a wee second. We're just fixing the
smiling.
He's having a good time. I'm having a good time, to be honest. This has been a banging race.
Why is Otis on the thumbnail dirtiest in the league? Well, I mean, you've got the worst writing in the chat. You can't even spell league properly, mate.
Don't upset Nathan, guys, right? Okay, don't upset me, Nathan. We like Nathan.
I don't like it when people bully our esports drivers.
That's right. You get there.
Not fair. And Ishmael's still with issues. Can't get back in. I've seen him with his keyboard about 5 different times.
So we get a little sneak
what do we
peek
do
of what's
now?
happening for him.
Is it also
POV.
some sort of... wait, hang on. He actually is in the lead. Look, he's beyond the safety car.
Yeah, he jumped up into the lead by 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's almost like it just gave him a lap.
He did that, and then he dropped back to what he should have been. As Gabble's been disqualified for a year. Oh no. Well.
Hello. Welcome,
so
welcome. Okay, I think this could be... Look at it. Get the keyboards out.
Oh no.
I got a funny feeling this might be a bit of a lobby restart. We're going to wait to try and get some confirmation. But as you can see, I think there has been some sort of issue with the lobby the moment the safety car came out. And that is why we don't... Oh my god, did you just see that? There was a guy driving backwards in the pits. He just went off on one. Did you see that?
That
was great.
Did, and I'm just trying to get in contact with the league owner to see if it's a glitch on your end.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
because aware.
I'm not in the game.
Yeah, no, everything's good for us as far as I'm aware. But yeah, double check for that. But yes, I've seen this kind of happen before sometimes, and I think the whole safety car has glitched the lobby, which is a little bit unfortunate. But everything from our end looks great. But yeah, I got a funny feeling we'll get some confirmation soon on what is actually happening. I've not got like 5 DMs saying, oh my god, Scott, everything's breaking, so I don't think it's us. I think this is someone else's problem.
Yeah.
Was Ishmael maybe the host as well? It all depends on who the host was, if they've had a little issue.
Oh no, it was Istvan Puke.
Right,
he's still here.
No, he's kind of good.
No, the only reason I'm asking if it's an issue your end is because sometimes only spectators get the issue, so which is why I'm looking at that. And Julian's now 17th.
Yeah, everything's just completely broke down. Ishmael is the ghosted. Yeah, we're just waiting to get a little bit of confirmation. So, this is going to be interesting. I wonder what they do.
Oh, another disqualification.
Ishmael's back in. Nice.
Yep.
The world's burning and he's just like, hi, I'm back.
Hey, we might be somewhere, guys. One of our league owners is just typing in the Discord chat. But dear me, I think even Ishmael's finding this funny now.
Yeah, he's in the lead by 30 seconds. Oh no, he's not. He went to 10th. Oh wait, he went back up to first.
In the pits. Oh, he's in the pits, but he's heading through the chicane.
He's broke this lobby.
Oh, we have got a change of plan.
Right, what's happening?
There was a restart grid from before Nico crashed.
Right, okay. All right, we'll get ourselves back
again.
Yeah, you're going to have to think of stuff to say for 5-10 minutes now. Commentator's worst nightmare. All right, everyone's leaving.
Means that we can actually, do you know what? Should we look at PCT1 again? We've got the time.
Yeah, let me do that while I get us back into the lobby. Right, you get your speech ready to go now, good sir.
Well, I haven't got a speech. I'm just going to try and talk and say, hope I'm saying the right things. But August 3rd, WOR T1 is going to be back once again for season 21. We've had a bit of a hiatus since season 18. We haven't been here since then. But great to be back once more for another season of action, and hopefully we get a better season than we did in season 18, because the F124 game was poor. Nobody really had any motivation, but hopefully the motivation's back, and we've got a very good calendar to go with that as well. We started for Austria for round one, heading to the likes of Jeddah, Albert Park, Suzuka, Sao Paulo, Brazil. We have Mexico, and then of course Silverstone in Great Britain. That's our first half of the season. That takes us up until September 21st, and then we have our second half of the season, where we begin at Bahrain, then we head to Abu Dhabi, China, United States, that's for Kota, Netherlands, Qatar, and then on November 23rd, our season ender, or season concluder, is down at Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps, a brilliant circuit to end off the season. So yes, 14 great rounds with a grid that we can't reveal yet, but it will be revealed in due course. But I'm looking at the grid on my screen at the moment, and we have got a lot of our main team drivers. I think off the top of my head, if I'm just scanning through, there's about 15 or 16 full-time F1 esports drivers on the main grid. The rest of them tend to be your third drivers slash reserves, and then some of the development drivers as well as reserves for this tier. Insane grid. Can't wait to get into it. And well, I think we've got a bit of a clue of two drivers that will be on the grid. Two of them are on the calendar, so there we go. We'll give you two drivers. Pretty self-explanatory. The two Dutch rivals, Otmir and Ron Harm. Sure, they'll be back for another season.
Yeah, it's going to be banging. Any race with those two and usually ends up in some sort of drama, and I'm loving it. But yes, so far up to this, up to the crash of this race, unfortunately, this has been amazing. I've actually loved this. I feel like everywhere from first all the way to the end, it's just been the drivers just giving us some great racing. Like every one of them, we've been able to jump on. I've been able to use my wee cameras. As you can see, every one of the drivers just waiting in the lobby. Otis on his phone doing something. We also have Duncan on his phone doing something, and we have Ishmael on his phone doing something. I love it.
Well,
so yeah, we're all waiting to get in. So yeah, we're all waiting to get back in, guys. That'll be us in a few wee minutes. We'll get this lobby back up. Hey, these things happen, right? I can't remember the last time the lobby itself actually broke in one of these races. Usually it's just our streams that are just dying.
See, I understand people's frustrations with EA, but I think they're a bit silly. People saying, "Oh, it's not that normal that an indie game company's EA can't make a working game." But I mean, think about it this way: how many lobbies do we run on the game every day? Yeah, they run thousands a day with people just jumping in and making sessions. They probably have like 1% of them that crash like this. I mean, I haven't seen this happen since F122. Well, the last time I commentated a race in the top end that had a lobby break like this was F122. So yes. The hate for EA sometimes is well justified, but I think in this case, it happens. If it was all perfect, the world would be boring. Which is why none of you are perfect, and neither am I, Scott.
Hey, speak for yourself. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, definitely. Don't get me wrong. I do understand where it comes from a little bit. I play the game a lot. I get it, guys. I get it. Sometimes it's so annoying when these things happen. It's not. It doesn't happen as much as it used to, but it's not perfect. This is remember I was talking to you that other week about having just like an F1 World game that got updated all the time. It's like this kind of thing wouldn't happen as much, but that's what happens when we have a year-to-year game cycle, right? It's like they're essentially building but changing things every year, and sometimes it gets a bit wrong. I have started to notice though, EA, especially in this game, they've been a little bit easier to communicate with, and we're seeing some kind of changes coming in quite regularly in patch notes every week or so, maybe every 2 weeks, which I thought has been quite refreshing. They seem to be kind of being given, especially like that in their network as well, they're just been a little bit more cooperative with everyone and hopefully getting things, like these pro drivers that we're seeing that they've been sort of complaining about how the game is. Well, they're giving their feedback directly to EA and they're listening. We're just hoping to see that changes might happen. It's a very hard problem. They've got a lot of coding to do, and when you change one thing, 5 things can break. And sadly, we are the people that find out. The average guy that plays the game, we're the ones that find out. So what we do when we get any issues is we get some report codes and we send it to them as well. So there is things happening in the background. It's not all doom and gloom.
No, it's a good thing. EA are definitely putting a lot more effort into the game. you know, this game has been, you know, it's still not a, in quote, good game, but it's such such a better game than what we had in 24. So yeah, you can't knock EA for the work they've done on this game. But we do have a starting grid, and I'll go through that quickly now before we head our way into the race. So this was before Nicholas Longo crashed, and
Oh,
I'm not
right, sorry.
sure whether it.
Sorry, I heard grids and I was like, oh, go back to the grids.
I'm not
Sorry.
sure if this is Nicholas Longo included or not, but I will include him anyway. So it's Julian Klaffenbach on pole ahead of Tom Roberts, then Jono Opmeer, Jake Benham in fourth, and Otis Lawrence in P5, Lucas Blakely, Nicholas Longo. Not sure yet, but I think he should be there. Then we have Luca Rapassa, Zelan Bida, and Leo Lund, our top 10. Then we have Istvan Pukki, Andre Molnar, Rihard Sprogis, Brendan Lee, Larry Torkey, Ishmael Fassi, Duncan Hoffland, Gabel Chontov, Stephen Vasso, and Taras Kokane. That's what I think we have grid-wise.
Okay, very nice. We've also got most of the drivers back into the lobby. I think we're just waiting on one or two last people. So we'll be good to go in a bit. It's right now, it's going to be a 29 lapper. That's a 50% race, is that right? As far as I'm aware, it was what, 57?
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that's fair enough. I think the race that we had, this will be good. Annoying for the pros, right? That I've noticed annoying for Otis Lawrence, who literally was having one of the best drives of his life, right? Because he could have won that
easily. I think he had. I mean, I think he can still do it now. There's nothing saying he can't win this next race. I'm just looking at the when the game crashed. It was lap 23 out of 57, which meant we had 26 to go. So they've actually saved 3 laps.
Oh, fair enough. As you can see, Duncan Hoffman very excited.
They've also spent. Oh wait, is he?
Yeah,
no, he's not.
Sorry.
I still love Otis's camera angle. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, for us, it's upside down. Obviously, you flipped it on OBS, but for our initial feed, it is upside down.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I guess look, he's good at driving. We'll just kind of leave it at that. Yes, Otis Lawrence, when he sends me this camera, it's completely upside down, and we're just looking at an upside down Otis. No idea. Has he positioned it that way? Who knows? Good job. He's very, very good at this game.
No, see, when you look at it, so I always used to think, is that how we put the camera on purpose and it's just in an odd angle? But when you look at it on stream, which I don't get to see, it's perfect.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
Yeah, I fixed it because I was, he messaged me, I was like, my camera's upside down, is that okay? And I was like, right, okay. It's not a problem I usually need to deal with, but it's easy enough to fix. So as you can see, everyone's just in their little break room, just getting a little look at their souls. That's why I really enjoy getting the cameras for these, because you get to just see a little bit into the driver, and it sort of just puts a name to a face, and you see those moments.
Scott,
right, what do you want to do?
Are you able to get a clip onto the stream? Because I've been sent, or I've got a clip of what happened on lap 1 with the upside down car.
Alright, if you can send it to me, I can try and work some magic quickly when you speak. Send it to me on Discord.
I'll send it in.
Right,
boom.
You're testing me.
There we go.
Right, you're testing me.
So we've got a clip of what happened on lap 1. I can't see what POV it's from because it's very small. My end, I just clicked on the clip. But yes, we have what happened, and we'll try and get that on stream so you can all see the upside down vehicle.
Don't
worry.
Got it? No, you're good. Don't worry. Just keep talking. Keep talking. Act like nothing's happening in the background, Nathan.
Because I've got all the studio mode stuff on mine, so I'll just see things happen. I'm like, is that meant to be a black screen? No, it's fine. I presume it's still seeable on our end, but the lobby's readying up, so we might just have enough time. If not, we can throw it in and then play it at the end if needs be. But no, we should be heading our way into the lobby. Of course, a 50% race, a restart, pretty much perfectly halfway through our last race. Unfortunately, we had a DNF from Nicholas Longo. Safety car came out, and the safety car decided to break the lobby, literally break it. There was nothing left of the lobby, unfortunately. We had cars being DSQ'd, we had penalties. We'd had Ishmael Fassi go from being last, pretty much after pitting, to being 1 minute and 18 seconds ahead of second. So yes, car upside down, yes, Formula Project. There was a car that landed upside down, and we have a POV of one of the cars that lifted that car into the air.
Yeah, no, we are actually struggling to see this. All I can do is do an old-fashioned, proper DIY stream just so that you guys can actually get to see this. All right, don't judge me too much on the look of this, okay? Let's do it.
There we go.
You should
We
be
got
able
it
to see it now.
before we go into the race.
No, I'm sorry. I've not got the stream set up in the way. I'm so sorry.
No,
I am
it's
not
fine.
good at doing things on the fly. Can get some prep for next week though to have these little moments for us all. But yes.
Fine.
Definitely,
It's
as we're
okay.
going into the lobby. I thought I had my desktop view on, but I'm streaming the game
Oh.
directly, so I tried to get it on my monitor for you. But
Disgraceful work, Scott. Ugh.
absolutely shocking behavior, right? Awesome. All right, let's get everyone ready. We are loading into the game right now. It will be a quick restart
And I
for
can't
us,
see
I
the
hope.
game. There we go. Oh, no,
I'll
I
get
can't.
you. Don't worry, I'll get you up. This is
Way.
us right now, and I'll change it the last second for you. So yeah, all right, lobby number 2. Everyone looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I feel like we've lost a couple of people. I don't know. That's maybe just me counting quite bad. Doesn't seem like a full lobby to me, but we'll see what happens.
We've long day.
Yes, I did notice that. Maybe having a little issue.
I presume it was the grid. So it makes sense now. It was the whole grid before Nico crashed without Nico.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, unfortunate. But hey, I'm ready for some more action. You ready for some more action?
I am. Do we count that as a proper safety car, though? Because it never ended.
Like, yes and no. I would like to count it, but then I don't want to bring attention to it because it destroyed the lobby. And now I'm like, is there going to be another safety car? We're going to have the same thing. The odds of that happening are very, very low, to be honest. Like, it's bad enough getting one sort of lobby ending bug. The odds of getting 2 means a serious issue, but I doubt it, to be honest. So yeah, let them get all their setups on. I wonder if everyone's strictly adhering to Park Fermi. Nathan, do you think some cheeky...
Of course they're not.
Of course they're not, right? We can't stop it, right? They can do whatever they want. They've essentially had 20 odd laps to test this out and see what they can do. So who knows if we'll have maybe some slightly lower wings in action.
Well, they've at least had 20 laps to think, well, actually, this setup might be a bit too high or low wing, or their suspension needs to be changed. They've actually had a bit of a test race, technically, because whatever happened before has happened now, it's a new race, pretty much, isn't it? It's like race 2.
Yeah, so get ready to take us away in a minute, Nathan, but we will just continue waiting for their setups. It's definitely, I've been in a race where I've not realised just how high my wings are, and I wish I could have had a moment like this, right? As we are starting the race. Let's go.
Here we go. So it's the kick of Julian Klaffenbach ahead of the Aston Martin of Tom Roberts. It's 5 lights here for the second time in Miami, and it's lights out. Down towards turn number 1 we go. And a great start from our top 2 as we head our way into the braking zone. Jarno Opmeer there, looking to close in on the back of Tom Roberts, but can't make a move further back. We have Lawrence and Jake Bennon, then we have also Lucas Blakely and Luca Rapassa, as that's an Alpine, I think it was, into the barriers slightly for a moment as we head our way through the first sector here. But a very clean start for all our drivers, and Brendan Lee up into P12. A great start for him in that kick saber car as Ishmael Fassi is looking to make moves.
Yeah, definitely. We go to Lawrence in 5th. He's found Pookie in 9th as well. Very close. Lucas Blakely's not giving this one up at all. Does he have the battery? Does he? Yes, they both should have the battery. So just a straight race down to the bottom. He does have that outside line. Is it going to be enough for him? Almost 3 wide, but Leo Lund coming and making a move. Nearly getting the 2 of them in 1, but has to back off. No space for him.
No space at all as we head our way into the chicane further back. I think there's actually cars making overtakes. It's Andre Molnart and Ishmael Fassi. Alpine and Ferrari side by side. Into turn 15 they go. No move can be made there by Andre, and actually loses out to Duncan Hoffland in the Aston Martin as we head our way back down towards the next braking zone. But look a bit further ahead, Scott. Lucas Blakely is under pressure.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but look at that. Jarno up to second. JB losing a couple of spots there. Don't know if he just had a bad exit, but Jarno and Tom up there. Jarno up 1 spot.
Indeed, and Tom did drop back to P4 temporarily, so I'm not sure what happened to the Aston Martin. He's under pressure here from Jake Benham as they head their way through the first couple of corners. Off track goes Jake, and through goes Jake Benham as well on Tom Roberts. Has actually made it as they still head side by side in towards this next braking zone. Bit of contact as they make their way through, and Tom Roberts still in 3rd spot here in the Aston Martin. But Jake Benham looking to go back up into 3rd place, goes up the inside, pushes Tom Roberts wide, who goes into the barriers nearly, and it's going to be Jake Benham who goes sideways. Through goes Otis Lawrence. They still go side by side, and now Leo Lund enters the scene in the Ferrari. This is insane scenes, and Leo Lund goes through on both of them. What a move from the Ferrari, and also the Mercedes of Istvan Pukki enters the battle.
Yeah, this is absolutely mad. We continue nearly a full lap of hand-by-hand racing. JB's not letting this one go. They have to relax coming into this set of corners. There's no way two cars are getting through. Oh my, what an intense couple of laps, right?
Indeed, it was. I mean, I think those two, that battling was, I mean, brilliant, but stupid. I mean, because
Yeah.
look how much time they've lost and positions. I mean, that is ridiculous. And that's both of their own faults there, unfortunately. And they now drop down to P5 and 6 here in this race, as we do see Leo London, Otis Lawrence, of course, benefiting from that and moving up. Third and fourth is what's happened. Oh, what has happened further behind? We've got a 10-second penalty for Zalambida, and we've got cars going 2, 3, 4 wide nearly down towards turn number 1. Lucas Blakely goes through on both of them there into the braking zone.
Yeah, that was just a complete pile up there. Look at, there's probably some damage that's happened there. Look how close all these cars are. We're nearly 3 wide going into this sector 1 area. What are we doing here? Mad. Lucas Blakely does not want to give this up. Duncan Hoffman, look how close he is as well to the back. Has to back off a little bit. The intensity in his eyes. This is getting spicy at the back.
It certainly is. And then further back, of course, Rehard and Larry. I mean, again, Haas, it's just not ending well, is it? They're both 17th and 19th after starting in the top 10. Not ideal for the Haas team, considering they sit last in the standings. As Duncan Hoffland ahead of Lucas Blakely. Jake Benham, ooh, what has happened there? Has hit the wall. I think he just broke late and gone straight, and he's now down to P18. Safety cars out!
Oh my, uh-oh.
There we go. We go from none to 2 within, technically, 5 laps, I think.
All right, I'm going to bring us up. Let's just keep an eye on what's happening here. Zalan's at second. That's 20 seconds he's got now.
Yeah.
What? What is happening? Right, okay, let's see who was able to make the most out of that race start. Duncan Hoffman up 9 spots. Let's just keep an eye on him for a little second there. Duncan Hoffman up, 7 spots. I obviously can't count. Brendan Lee Ishmael up 6 as well. Let's jump on boards with Ishmael. Let's see how he's looking. He's looking chill. He's just having fun, having a laugh. There we go. Finally gets a little break in one of these 100% races. But up 2 spots and fighting for a podium now. Started basically, what, 18th, 19th? I can't remember on the first grid for Otis Lawrence, but I'm sure it was roughly around there. Oh, sorry, can't hit my buttons right. Yeah, 18th all the way up to 3rd. Absolutely mad, right? Let's see what people are doing. Ah, okay. We're going on to early hards and going to the end of the race on a 1-stop. What's your thoughts about that?
Ooh, I think, I don't think hards will go that long around this track, because I saw a league race the other night around here and they were hitting puncture range.
Yeah. I mean, these guys might preserve it better than us, but that would be worrying for me. That's safety car's probably going to come in end of lap 6, maybe start lap 7, maybe the end of lap 7. So you're looking at 22 laps and a 50% lobby on hards. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but in this 50% mode, the tire wear doubles, right? That's the way it kind of works.
Sorry there.
Oh, bless you. You all right?
That is unprofessional of me. Oh, I tried to hold it in,
How dare you? How dare you? No, I'm joking. Do you know who's doing well, though? And he wasn't doing that well, and I don't know how he's worked this way. Steven. He's an 8th.
Very thing.
Right.
Fair
Okay,
play.
I'm not just being mean, right? He was down the back of the race 1, I'm sure. He was like 19th or 18th.
He was 20th, I think.
Right, so...
19th, yeah, because Zalambida was last, I think.
Amazing. What I think's happened is he just didn't pit. He must have been on hards or something, or maybe just got his pit stop early and just kept driving. And as people pit, we had the lobby crash. So it's almost like a red flag type situation where he's nailing it. He's in 8th place. Fair play.
He's doing a great job. Really good job here for Steven, and definitely can score some points for Mercedes. Of course, his teammate is behind him, and that is Ist van Pookie. So, yeah, good job so far for Vasso, and then Rehard as well. He was last, wasn't he, before the pit stops? He's now 9th. So, you know, is this going to work for those who didn't pit, or is it going to work for those that did pit? Because I believe we've got pretty much a split. What?
I think everyone just pit in front, so they were at the back, but just because they've not done a pit stop. I didn't realise that. I thought he got up there himself. I didn't realise he had a pit stop to do.
But you're still correct, because those at the back are still going to struggle. Brendan and Larry have to pit again. So I think they're under the assumption that everybody's going to pit again.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's jump into our camera guys as well, just see how they're feeling. Duncan Hoffman. You feel like you always get the same expression with Duncan.
Yeah.
You kind of know what you get there. Otis, you're always getting a little bit different. There you go. He looks kind of bored. I would love a safety. I like safety cars. I like a minute just to kind of interact with
You
the
actually
chat and
want
just have a
that.
bit of fun, you know? That's like my little
but I wanna
moment
get-
to stop.
Yeah, but I just want to get into the racing. That's
You
my
just want to
job.
get in, right? Okay. Let's see how Ismail Fassi's looking. He looks kind of bored as well, to be honest. There you go. Looks like a
Yeah,
nice
he's just
floor he's
there.
got. Anyway, so
Can I
everyone's
swap?
basically he looks like he's
The
got a nice
floor?
floor, right?
It's a floor.
Yeah, but like it looks, it's better than a bad floor, right?
True.
Right.
What's
Okay.
your floor like?
A, a normal floor, right? You got me. Well done. Okay, you got me. All right, we're just waiting for. There's always one guy, right? In this lobby, it was Zalan. He's decided to get rid of both of his 20-second penalties and is going to catch up. I imagine. I don't think the safety car is going to come in this lap. He'll be able to catch up, having served 20 seconds of penalties. Fair
Wait.
play.
Jake's didn't serve when he pitted.
Wait. Oh.
Or did he get another one as well?
I don't know. I don't know that one. I wasn't paying attention too much. I've got has he done the pit stop? Yes, he has. He's done 2 pit stops and it's not served. I think there's something up with him. Unless he got 30 seconds, right? Either there's been a problem or he had 30 seconds of penalties, because it would have served. It would have served him in the 2 pit stops.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, there you go. That's happened. Annoyingly, even though you could potentially maybe get penalties taken away, see, when it's so early in the race, like, it's hard to justify what damage it does, right? You just need to go to the pits and you just need to serve it. There's not really much you can do in terms of, oh, take this 10-second penalty off from lap 5, you know?
Yeah, no, you can't. Because if you get to the end and they take 10 seconds away, you could probably win by like 6.
Yeah, right. Like, it's just
wouldn't be
not,
possible.
yeah, it's so uncompatible. It's too hard to know what the what-ifs would have been. So, yeah,
Steve,
what do you think?
one feature I hope that EA add in the future, and
Mhm.
I understand not for now because they need to make sure they get the fundamentals right,
Yep.
will be some sort of like race director menu. So someone like maybe the owner of, maybe one of the owners, or they can actually have a race director that can go in and remove penalties. I wouldn't implement live stewarding. I think that's a bit silly. But no, I think having someone who can go in, remove a penalty for something silly, I think that'd be valid. Be great if EA could do something like that, because I'm sure they do it in esports, don't they? I'm sure they have someone who can, like I remember that one season they had that controversy with the VSC, didn't they?
Yes, they did indeed. Yeah, what the esports have, they have like an esport build of
Yeah.
the game. Because they work so closely with EA, they can like work
So
together
different
for
to
that
normal.
broadcast package. That's why it's, so much high level. Sadly, we don't really have access to this. We just turn the game on, just like you.
Have our own.
Like, yeah, just my own version of the game, and we just kind of go and stream it like that. But definitely they're listening more, all right? And there's more and more shows popping up that F1 Esports just shows there is demands for that in the world, and if we could get to that sort of close to that level, we could also put on incredible shows for everyone. Right, safety car is in this lap. Nathan, you're going to take us away here, right?
Yep, I certainly will do. So it's Julian Klaffenbach, which leads us away. We've got, well, I think, is it 23 laps to go? I think if my math is correct, I think it might be. 23 laps to go in this 29-lap race here around Miami. And it's Julian Klaffenbach, Jarno Opmeer, and Otis Lawrence, our top 3, and he's away. Nice and early here for Julian Klaffenbach, and actually catches Jarno Opmeer off guard quite heavily, as now Otis Lawrence is on the attack of the Flying Dutchman into turn 1. To the outside goes the Alpine, looks to go for the up and under, but can't do so there. Entering the scene is Leo Lund in P4, looking to close in on the Alpine. But a great restart from Julian Klaffenbach, and great for the 2. Oh, that's Rihosbrog is having a spin through turn 3. But I was going to say, great for the 2 Ferraris.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how Rehards actually has kept that and not lost too many possessions. That was insane. Right, let's see. We have Tom Roberts as well going for the move. Brendan Lee gets in front of him. Rihard Sprogus is just dropping down, all the way down. He's lost 3 spots already, but not as much as Luca Rapassa, who's lost 10 spots since starting the race. Intense already. Look how close this is going. Rehards, can he get the move done in Thomas Kokinen? Yes, he can. Oh, looks like crazy. 3 white. The Red Bull just absolutely sending it down. Of Luca Rapassa. Nailed that, man.
Certainly, as we make our way through. And Luca Rapassa up into 15th place. Not been the best here for Luca, considering he started 19th. He's now up into... No, sorry. Did he start 19th? I think no, he did. He did start 19th, but he got up into like the top 10. There we go, and get my numbers mixed up. But yeah, not ideal for our championship championship protagonist. There we go. Binners Leo Lund is now in 4th. He'll be taking 12 points after starting last.
Stephen's struggling a little here, losing a couple of spots there into 10th right now. DRS enabled lap 2. Look at Rapasa as well, into 14th, gets in front of Larry Toki. Right, the charge is on. What can Stephen do? Can he get that spot back on Brendan? Has to watch because he's got Lucas Blakely behind you. What a sandwich, right? Brendan Lee and Lucas Blakely. Yikes.
Yeah, that is not a sandwich I like to be in at all.
No.
Yeah, very sweaty one as well.
Let's jump aboard Reginald Fassy, see what he's doing. He's only three tenths off Leo. Actually, talking about Brendan Lee, he gets a little bit of a move done on Andrew Milner, and Lucas Blakely gets that move done on Stephen. Right, Stephen dropping a couple of spots. Unfortunately, ooh, getting very close, Andre and Brendan here.
They certainly are. Let's see what Andre Milner can do. He's in P9 and hasn't quite got enough to make a move, and actually I think chose to back out a little bit there as Tom Roberts gets a move ahead of Stephen Vasso. The Mercedes, though, is going to fight him through into the chicane, but through goes Tom Roberts either way up into P11 for him. And then, of course, further back, we do see Gabor Chontos looking to gain places as well. Of course, had a poor start, dropped into last on lap 1, and he's now up into P13, 3.3 positions away from a top 10 spot. And, well, remember earlier on, and I said I predict Leo Lund to win.
Oh,
he's already
wow.
P4.
You're actually, that's insane. I didn't even think of that. Lucas Blakely gets into 9th. Oh, a bit of carnage going on at the back there. Look at how we've got cars spinning off the track. Andrew Milner all the way to the back there. Looks like some carnage has happened.
It certainly does. As Pookie ahead of Hoffland now for P6 in this race, up into high points here for Pookie. Of course, his teammate down in P12, and it was the other way around earlier on. It was Vasso ahead of Pookie, but now they are 6 positions apart in the opposite direction. As we do follow through here with Duncan Hoffland under pressure here from Brendan Lee. Is he looking to go up the inside? Yes, he is. Up the inside goes Brendan Lee in the kick saber, looking to get that move complete and does so in the kick saber. P7 for Brendan Lee. Started P18, he's now up into that top 10. But here comes Duncan Hoffland once again, looking to fight back around the outside of Brendan. As they head to the braking zone, who's going to be ahead here? The kick or the Aston Martin? Ooh, slight bit of contact between the two, but Brendan Lee has that P7 solidified for now. And further back, Tamas Kokony looking to get ahead of Jake Benham.
Yeah, definitely getting very intense there. His facial expression did not change throughout that whole battle. Just shows how intense it all is back there. Looking good, though. He's found Pookie getting very close to the back. Ishmael Fassy as well. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to chill? His battery is about a quarter of a tank, a little bit more than that. Duncan Hoffland very close, actually. Gets in front of Brendan Lee, not giving that spot, but Brendan sends it. Were they going to stopped? Looking very close. Has there been touch of the wall? No, there's not. Brendan gets the spot back.
What a move there by Brendan once again, having to be very defensive here around the streets of Miami. As up the inside goes Lucas Blakely on Duncan Hoffland, looking to get a move, and does so up into 8th position for the esports world champion. And behind him now, or behind Duncan I should say, is Tom Roberts, who's under pressure here from Luca Rapasa. This could be an interesting battle, and Duncan lets Tom through, it seems, there, as they head their way through his first sector. So into P9 goes Roberts. And now it's turn for Luca Rapasa, who looks to go up the inside of Duncan Hoffland. Can he get alongside? He can do on the exit. Can he get ahead? He can, but there's a bit of tie hooking between the two. But Luca Rapasa gets that move complete up into P10 for the Dutchman as all. Oh, that was interesting there from Duncan Hoffland. It seemed like his wheel disconnected for a moment there.
Oh, that was very insane. Right, yeah. Oh, a little bit of fighting by Ismail Fassy as well. Let's get him on board. Look at that neck and neck between him and Ice Fan Pookie. Who's going to give up? Ismail has to just back off. That inside line was taken. Very intense. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened to Duncan there. He's had the pace. Do you think sometimes you just get knocked a little bit when you're in the race? Like an odd move or something just sort of knocks you for like 30, 40 seconds. And you just sort of lose the momentum, and people behind you, they see that you're a bit slower and they just absolutely send it, and then next thing you know, you've lost 4 spots.
Certainly, I think it's down to more emotion than anything, because you get quite annoyed or angry, upset that someone's overtaking you, and you've got to just take a moment to sometimes get back into that zone. As Tom Roberts is ahead of Brendan Lee. Brendan Lee's in the pits. So he, of course, didn't pit at the start. Now he is.
Right.
So Lucas Blakely, who pitted at again, there we go. Didn't last long, did it? Before we have more
No.
speeding in the pit lane penalties, and is that going to be a rage quit? No, it's not. And do you know what? I said earlier on. Oh, it was.
You said
Never
5.
mind.
You said 5, and I said 2. Right, I
It'd
am
be 1.
closer to winning than you are. All right, Brendan Lee coming out in last place. Well, sorry, not last place, 17th place. Let's get back up to Isfan Puki, who is very close on those hard tires. 7 laps all done. The pit stop, mind, he can theoretically just end this race, whereas the medium guys cannot.
Indeed. And then we do see Pookie looking to try and fight back, but can't do so. And Ishmael's doing a great job at defending here. No, sorry, it's Leo Lund, isn't it? As Andre is, unfortunately left, of course. Had the DNF in the pits. Not being Andre's evening, of course. He got was it a podium last time out? Was it? I think it was,
so.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he done very well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Lucas Blakely doing okay as well in 7th place. Not too shabby for him. He did start in the first race in like the top 3 or 4, so he has dropped slightly over the course of tonight, but nothing too crazy. Right, what's happening here with the 2 McLarens? Right, Jake Benham in front of Gabor. Just seems to kind of let that happen a little bit.
Indeed, having a nice little battle for those two, and of course Gabor was down at the last place before now, up into P12, looking to close down on the top 10 as we do see Ishmael Fassi and Luca pass up, both jump into the pits. Of course, Luca did pit earlier on. He's going for his 2nd pit stop, so interesting scenes here for a passer as Stephen Vasso also jumps in. He's P15 currently, not being the best race for Vasso, but coming into this with, well, like everybody else, no practice, but the fact he's never driven here before, and he's, I believe, in the 4th tier of racing mainly. Perfect job. No, I think he's done a good job.
Just looking at Julian up in the lead. He must be getting a nosebleed slightly. He has been up in the lead for basically most of this race. Sure, he did start high up in the grid, but let's not take that away from him. He has kept it, all right? When you think about Lucas Blakely down to 6th, he's still fighting for the lead. Oh, okay, is that Duncan Hoffman losing another spot, unfortunately, to JB there?
Indeed, that gap has now increased to over a second, hasn't it? So that is not ideal for Isfan Puki. It is ideal, though, for our top 4, and for my prediction of Leo Lund taking the win. As here we do see Fassi, of course, just ahead of Brendan Lee, and Rapassa, they're in their nice little train. Of course, that'll actually be good for those guys, because they can use that DRS to just pull themselves closer to Zalan Bida and co, but also, of course, limit that gap for when those at the front pit in, as here is Benham on Blakely. Into the final couple of corners they go. Benham's on the outside. Blakely on the inside. Ooh, bit of contact once again. A bit of tie hook in. And oh my, what happened there?
Yeah, they were just not giving up the space there. That was just like, if the road was always running out, the car on the right side had to stay on the track, and then there was contact, and there you go. No safety car for that one. That is a bad look for Lucas Blakely's race hopes, because he's all the way down now to 16th. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, not ideal at all. Vasso gets a penalty for multiple warnings. I think that's our first one this evening we've seen of people getting... Oh, that was... wow. Right. Wow. Yep, I did see that. I certainly did.
It is not over yet. Looking for Rapassa and Leo Lund. 2 names that both start with L, and they're not given an inch. That was insane. I'm still don't know how we didn't have someone properly in the wall there. Wait, is that damage? No, it's not damage. Sorry, it looked a bit. He's not getting a wheel.
What the heck? He's not got a tyre.
Right, okay. I didn't see. I thought it was damage at the start, but yeah, that. So there you go. So there you go, guys. Hey, we're seeing it all tonight in WOR Ironman. Hey, welcome.
Right.
Welcome. Oh, hello, Gabor. Does he know?
Oh, that has killed me. That is insane.
That's great.
And that is going on TikTok later. Oh, my.
Love it.
I mean, we've seen it with front wings, but now we've seen it where tyres don't exist. We need a hovercraft now with no tyres.
He's getting kind of close here. Is he going to go for it? No, he's deciding. Oh, he's using battery, actually. Oh, they're really catching. Okay, let's just see what happens there. Everyone's getting chill. Oh, very close to the back. Wait, that looks like the kick was a little bit off track there, but nothing crazy. Right, people coming in for the pit stops. Duncan now into his pits. We've got Gabor, as was Zalan. Right, so let's look at tyres again. Let's get an understanding of what's really happening in this race, Nathan. What are you thinking is the good strategies right now?
I'd like to say something, but I don't know, genuinely.
Yeah.
Because on this game they've changed changed so much. The tyre wear is way different. So in last game, you could do any strategy, and as long as people did similar stuff, it'd work. As long as it wasn't too outrageous. But on this game, the tyre wear's that high, you've got to be perfect, and sometimes you've got to take a risk, especially when it comes to like trains. If you're in one position and behind you there's a train of cars, you've got to either act early or act really late, and of course then come out behind the train and work your way through it with the tyre offset. It's so different on this game compared to before. So yeah, I'd like to say what's working, but I don't know. I'm going to wait till the end and then have my verdict.
Yeah, Yarno pushing this to the max. I've jumped onto his POV because I'm curious to see if he's going to come in for the pit stop here. It's Tom Roberts getting quite close, but I don't think he's going to make a move. Let's see what he does. 13 laps on hard, on mediums. He kind of does this stuff, right? He kind of goes against the strategies. Oh, getting very close between Jake Benham and Tom Roberts. Okay, that's not part of the track. And a 3-second penalty is going to struggle to get that one removed.
Is Tom going to send it easy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't. But we went for it a bit too late.
Okay,
I mean, these two had little battles earlier, didn't they?
Yes, bad blood's gonna think. 13 seconds for JB penalties wise right now. Just has to sort of stand back a little bit. Can JB get back into that DRS? Looking likely with Lucas. No, he's actually might have just lost that. I can't remember exactly where the line is, but 1.1 seconds not looking too good for JB's DRS hopes.
Well, he's now got to defend harshly because if he wants to keep Tom Roberts behind, which I think he wants to do, as we've seen, he's going to have to stop as they head down. But no, we got DRS anyway. We were wrong.
Yeah, we were wrong. Very close though.
Back, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he must have just got it before the line. All right, Otis Lawrence getting quite close to the back. Let's jump on board with him, see how he's doing. He's getting ready for a move. Looks like he's going to just have to stay behind Ishmael Fassi right now. Doing good as well. Oh, we have Duncan Hoffman going on for a fight. Let's see what's happening there. Gets the move done, and Gabor Chontis into 13th. Man, Duncan, I feel like this reset really sort of hampered him a little bit. He's kind of, some of the other drivers have been able to respond a little bit better, but he has done the pit stop. But every driver other than Yarno has done a pit stop now, so it just goes to show the sort of space. Brendan's in front of Duncan, but done 2 pit stops. That must have been during the first safety car. Yes, talking about our last pitty. He is there going into the pits. Petit, yes. And Thomas Cogan, a 10-second penalty. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. Stop, guys. Just stop before the line.
Is that 3 of them in this session alone?
It must be totally 8 or 9 drivers since we started this event, right? It must have been.
Some have done it twice, probably.
Yeah. There's nothing more annoying than just seeing that pop up on your screen and just knowing that all your hard work is basically done. Right, Duncan, very close to the back. Wait, of Yarno's came out right in front of Duncan Hoffman. Okay, let's see what happens here going into the DRS. He might need to try and send that. Let's see, tires, hard tires, only 2 laps difference. Okay, they just put it right back together. That's where they started at the start of the event.
Yeah, and I presume the top 3 are going to the end here. I'd imagine at least. Yeah, got to be. Of course, that being Pookie, Jake Benham, and Tom Roberts. There's Duncan Hoffland just sticking behind Yarno. I think he's confident, though, that Yarno will get in DRS to Brandon Lee, who's got none at the moment. And that gap's already going to come down to a second right now.
Yeah, just jump on board with Yarno. No tires, no man. Already into the DRS. He's found Pookie giving the lead up to Jake Benham. If I'm correct, this is the first time Jake Benham's led a lap tonight.
And I'm just going to watch a clip here, so you continue talking.
Yes. Okay, people come into the pits. We thought they might have went to the end, but no, JB and Tom Roberts both into the pits, so that'll be 2 stops. Committing 2 stops in 17 laps is quite something, to be honest. All right, what's up?
I saw, I think that safety car from Jake was purpose. Done on purpose.
Very spicy. Oh, we've had a retirement from the race. 17th, straight into the pits, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, there we go. And Lucas Blakely. Oh, no, I said 3. I said 2. We've had 3 now. No.
Hang on.
You're going to win.
If we have one more, then I've won.
You said 5, so I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, but if we get 4, then I'm closer than you.
Fair. We have JB on 23 seconds of penalties. What happened there?
He had 13 at one point, but he's now got 23.
What a race, guys. No. He's having fun. Yeah. Everyone, we're having fun tonight.
Did he pit?
He must have, yeah. I'm actually having a lot of fun. This is getting me back to like the old Ironman races a little bit, so I'm actually having a really good time here. Let's go. Let's get some more sends in it. Was there a bit of damage in Brendan Lee? I don't think so. No, I just sort of... Oh, let's jump back on it, Gabor. Has he still got his wheels? Let's give a wee look on that.
Got them back.
Oh, he's got them back. Lovely, right.
He's got 4 wheels.
That's a good... That's a quick turnaround. Fair play to that.
I mean, Lewis Hamilton drove with 3 working and 1 not working. Gabor Chontos drove with 3, and that was it.
True. Oh, we actually have a little bit of an overtake. Let's jump down there to Brendan Lee, getting just about not in front of Tamas Kokene, right? Okay, usually you see it the other way around, but Tamas is just saying, nope, we're not getting in front of me. Let's see what he can do.
Interesting scenes here, of course. Tamas has had a decent race, I think, for where he was earlier, at least, when he was last. He's now up into P12, so he's not far away from the points, at least. So, yes, it's not the worst race in the world for him. And then further ahead, Jarno Opmeer is on the back of Leo Lund now. That gap's 1/10, so we could see a move potentially from Jarno Opmeer onto Leo Lund. And then I'm looking at the front. Is Istvan Pukki the only driver not to pit here?
No. Everyone's on the pit stop.
Hang on. So, oh no, sorry. I mean, he hasn't done that second pit stop, has he? He's still out on the old tyres, right?
Oh, that was nice from Jarno there, to be fair. I feel like we need to mention that. That was just smooth and clean. But yes, no, I think he might have to do another pit stop. He's on 14-lap hards. He must have, right? It's just going to be too much. He's probably going for mediums near the end to sort of try and come back.
If he picks now, he drops to the back, literally last. So why not try something different?
True.
He's last and last here at the moment now for Istvan. Oh, Jarno gets past his teammate, Luca Rapata, up to P4. P5. Out.
Oh, he's found Pukki, and another one bites the dust. All right, into the first place as well. First place with a 10-second penalty. Unfortunate. All right, Otis still just a few tenths behind. Happy to just sit behind Ismail Fassi. Ismail Fassi is going to be happy enough to just let him as well. As we can see, they're both chilling. I just need to get Duncan up into the top 3, and then my cam guys at the top 3. Do you know what I mean? This is good. This is good. Right, he's found Pukki coming back. It did not serve his penalty. And we have a 4th retirement in the pit lane. You are one away, mate. You're one away.
I'm closer than you to winning. It's either no one wins or I do, as Tom Roberts takes a penalty. 13 seconds for the Englishman here. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. But that also means Brendan Lee will end up finishing 11th at the moment because of the penalties.
Yeah, fair play. Oh, Jarno, sorry, trying to get around the outside. Gets it done. We have him fighting with Otis Lawrence, who is going to keep it. We get both drivers. Will Otis back off? He had to back off just for a second. Let's see how he's reacted to that. Doesn't look best pleased. Jarno into 3rd place. This is Otis's time. Like, if anyone's going to bring that challenge to Jarno this year, he's definitely one of the contenders, right?
Certainly. I think Otis, or Ishmael, I think he's also going to be a contender. But Jarno, I think, is still... I mean, I wouldn't say he's a favourite just because of pace, but I just think everything that Jarno does, it just puts him into that prime position to be the favourite, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does. Like, expectations come into play. Sometimes it's actually good for the smaller guys as well, as they can just be like, you know what, I can chill a bit. You've got more to lose than I do. I'm just going to have some fun.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think, you know, the lots of Otis, I think he's had his taste last season, of course, took a pole, 2 wins, I believe it was. And now he can go into the season kind of knowing what to expect, because I think the drivers, I'd imagine, experienced a lot more different racecraft, a lot of different racing, different atmosphere when they're racing at LAN than when they're at home. So at least Otis now is one of those and has got that experience to go at this season and be like, right, I know what I'm doing. I think for Otis, I think realistically he's got to be looking at the championship, hasn't he, realistically, which is the same for a driver of his age and experience. But anything worse would be a disappointment, I think, for him.
Yeah, definitely. As one thing that's really, has went this way has been consistency, which that's what I love to see in a driver. Is like, you know, I don't want to like name and shame Franco Colapinto, you know, real life F1 driver. Like when he's on it, he's on it. But consistency can sometimes get in the way of that, and it's just something you hate to see. Ishmael Fassi getting quite close here. Julian is going to have to give up the leads for one of the first times in a long time. Goes for a little defense, but not too much. But Ishmael going for it.
He certainly is. He's going to go side by side, Ishmael Fassi and Julian Klaffenbach, because we have in a flag, Luca Rapassa is around. Now, where is that? That'd be into the braking zone at turn number, well, the final corner, whatever number that is. But he's on the attack straight away on Gabel Chantos. Gabel's on the inside, and I think Gabel let him through. So was it contact between the two is the question, as the two Aston Martins swap places into P7. Goes Mr. Tom Roberts.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not too sure if Duncan wanted that one to happen, but he's fighting in 8th place right now. We do have Otis Lawrence as well, getting quite close behind Yarno, who is looking to make moves as well on Julian. Ishmael into the lead, obviously, but if I'm Julian right now, I'm a little bit apprehensive with having Yarno and Otis right behind. Right, what can Yarno do specifically? 1/4 of a second behind, not really gaining too much. It looks like everyone's just happy to stay behind. We'll see what happens going into here. Will Yarno make a move? No. He will not. He will stay behind for now. Everyone just filing into form, except for the two. Oh, the two Aston Martin guys are going for it. Let's see. Duncan back down to 8th. There's no love lost here in this team. No team tactics. I love it.
Indeed, they make their way through. Now, Hoffland can look to close in on Roberts once again. And, of course, I don't think he'll really plan on overtaking his teammates. I think he'll just use him to have that DRS and just seek comfortability to Istvan and Luca behind us. Luca does get overtaken there by Istvan Pukki. Into P9 goes the Hungarian, and at the front, once again, we have a battle for the lead between Fassi, Klaffenbach and Opmeer. Down to turn 1, Ferrari, Kick and Red Bull. There's one outlier there, and I think it might be the Red Bull this time around, considering the pace normally. But Jan Opmeer around the outside looks to go for 1, and he can't get any of them, I don't think. Never mind, he does.
Oh, yeah, I guess in front of Ishmael. Had to drop that. Is he going to go right into the leads, fighting for it? Is Julian going to back off? This is the moment to find out what you're made of. I had to just back off there. Did not want to send that too wide. Probably for the best. Otis Lawrence catching up behind as well quickly. Ishmael Fast is going to have to watch out.
Indeed. Indeed he will. This is going to get intense because Jake Benham's back now. Oh, no. The new Jack West of today. Is it something to do with names beginning with J?
Oh, as Otis Lawrence is getting overtaken by Jack.
Oh, no.
Oh, so not Jack, you've caught me there. 3 wides going into it. They all had to just back off there. Ismail Fassi, what is he going to do? He does not want to drop off here. Look how close all 5 of those cars are.
They are very close here. This is going to get insane. This is going to get even more intense than it already has been. And look here, Julian Klaffenbach pushing the Ferrari of Ishmael Fassi through that penultimate couple of corners. This could get interesting down towards the final corner here because they're all within a couple of tenths of each other.
Yeah, definitely. It's a Julian right behind Ishmael. What's he going to do is making him defend. Goes right down that outside lane. Is he going to get it stopped? Will the space be left? Space left. Does he have the grip? No. Ishmael back into 2nd place.
Indeed. And Jake Benham, oh no, he enters the scene. He's looking to make it 3 wide into turn 1. Batteries being burnt. And up the inside goes Jake Benham. He gets past Ishmael Fassi, gets past Julian Klaffenbach, who then is under pressure here from Ishmael Fassi himself. And through it goes to P3 is the Ferrari. And a big shame there for Klaffenbach down to 4th place. Looking to go to the outside and towards turns 5 and 6. He goes off the track slightly. Comes back on ahead of Fassi off the track again. And now Leo Lund is looking to enter along with Otis Lawrence, who looks to go up into 3rd. He then gets shuffled out to the outside as they head their way back down to the next braking zone. Dearest and Nabel, Julian nearly into the barriers. And Leo Lund is there. They go 3 wide and nearly take each other out. And dear me, somehow they make it through in a straight line, and Istvan Pukki is in this battle, Scott. So I have no clue what I've just witnessed.
And it's not over yet. Istvan and Ishmael are going at it. Ishmael does not look happy at this moment in time. He definitely was worse for wear in that. But you know who will be happy with himself? Otis Lawrence up into 3rd, actually navigated that minefield so well. Feel a bit bad for Ishmael Fast. He seemed to just get sort of battered around a little bit there.
I mean, I think they both gave and took.
Fair.
Is it giving it and taking it? That's it.
Right.
There we go.
Get in the bin.
Yeah,
tell them.
both of them. As further back there, that's Tom Roberts looking to close it and make a move. Can't do so. Taps the back of Julian Klaffenbach. And then Luca Rapassa and Duncan Hoffland are also joining that battle themselves. So, very interesting race so far. And here we go. To the outside goes Roberts. Gets ahead of Klaffenbach. And further ahead, we've got Pukki on Leo Lund. That's for P4 in this race. And they make it through. And still, Leo Lund is in P4. But what's happened to Brendan Lee?
Yeah, like there was a kind of yellow flag. Maybe at some point something's happened. 2 stops, not had a third stop. 13 laps. Yeah, something bad's happened there.
Big
It was
shame.
kind of hard to keep up with all the carnage there, right? That was just so many drivers so close. I think you've done an excellent job trying to get that information through to us. But that was absolutely intense, and that's what we're here for. And this is why I'm going to just go back, Nathan. I'm going to go back and say Miami's a banging track. I
Hey.
said it.
Right. Theoretically, I should agree, but I don't. I think it's the drivers.
Fair. Okay, just not even going to throw me that bone though. That's fine. Jumping back on Thomas Kokanee, getting the move done, and Gabor Shontas as well. They've kind of been just swapping a few times recently. Tom Roberts getting quite close. Look at that train. It's like mesmerizing sometimes when you just see all those drivers in this one
13
long
drivers.
train, right? It's mad. Okay.
Certainly is. And I mean, it was like a 9-car train earlier. It's now 13 because of everybody just closing up and battling side by side. Pookie's actually under pressure from losing that 1 second. Oh my, that was late on the brakes from Duncan Hoffland. I think that's safe to say. I don't think quite anticipated everybody would brake so early heading into there, and nearly ended his own race and possibly Claffenbach.
Oh, but it's not over yet. He might be going for the inside lane on the kick. Julian Klaffenbach is just dropping positions like mad. This was Duncan earlier, but now he seems to be trying to get up. Oh, is there enough space left? It's so close. And this contact, and Julian spins. No one was giving up, but Tamas Kokanee is taking the best out of that. Duncan down to 10th. He does not look very happy right now, Nathan. I can tell you that. Starting to see the tiniest bit of emotion, but not much from Duncan. Very unfortunate. 2 drivers that were not going to back off there.
Yeah, both of them are not happy, and unfortunately, Claffenbach's gone from 3rd to the 13th in the matter of a couple of laps, and Kika Stung to their normal positions, have been at the back. Here we go, back down towards turn 11 once again. Who's going to make moves this time? It's Larry Tolkey on Gabor Chontos, potentially on the back of Hoffland as well, but can't quite get alongside of that, and has actually broken 2 deep, and that's allowed Gabor back ahead into P11 for Chontos. And considering he was out of this race pretty much on lap 2 because of whatever happened, he was down in 19th, he was about 30 seconds back from the field. He's now on possibly for a top 10 because of penalties ahead for Roberts and Kokanee.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to him, let's fair's fair, right? He's doing okay. Duncan's going to be making a move, and this one, no, he's going to be having to just stay behind. Let's jump up to the top for Otis Lawrence. In 3rd place, he's very close to this almost last to first, but not, do you know who is right at the top, and who has technically basically done a last to first? You wanna know what, Mir? We've not spoke about him too much this race, and it's no discredit to him. He's kind of just been silently, this is what he does sometimes, right? He just sort of sneaks like little positions gained here, and then you look 20 laps later and you're like, how did he do that?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one, hasn't it? And Jan Otmeier has just flew to the front, started, I think it was 17th. He's now up into P1, and that is not well, it's not very rare, is it, for Jarno to be making positions up, but to be making that many over the course of just such a chaotic race is great for him. As Rihard, one of our most recent retirees, has left the session and will not be continuing on. If someone's saying driver cam is not helping, what do you mean it's not helping? They choose to give the cameras.
And it's lovely that they do. I think it's quite a nice touch just to get to see these moments from the driver's point of view. As he's from Pukki getting very close to the back. Sadly for him, we couldn't get his camera working tonight, but hopefully see him next week. Alright, so Jarno, half a second. I keep forgetting Jake Benham has 23 seconds of penalties. Keep forgetting this. Like, it just shouldn't be there, so, but it's there. Oh, look at that. I was getting very close. Look at that. Oh, Eastern Pookie. Leo Lund. There we go. No love lost. Sending it right in. Does he get the car stopped? Yes, he does. Space just left, but Eastman is not giving this up. Leo does leave the space, though.
Indeed. And I see people in the chat talking about the driving standards. I think people forget this isn't like a normal league race at all. This wouldn't happen in normal racing. People, obviously, you'd have people being shoved off on that. But this is extreme. This is just because it's more casual. Yeah. It's more just, you know, getting everyone back into the game, ready for the league racing season, which starts for PSGL in 3 days, and then, of course, for us, the better league. I shouldn't say that because I work for both, but there we go. We begin on August 3rd, so, you know, they've got to get themselves prepared, and just a bit of driving, bit of racing, you know, a bit of fun as well.
Yeah, definitely, right. Otis Lawrence still in that DRS of Jarno. Who's it going to be to finish this off? This is quite intense. I feel like everyone's just getting their batteries ready. Oh, actually, looking at Otis, he looks like he's struggling a little bit. It'd be unfortunate for him. The intensity is there. He's right behind. Needs to start conserving for this last lap push. Obviously, Jarno's got it. Oh, we've had a yell. No, not Hoffland. Let's jump on board to him. He does not look happy. Something has went wrong at the back. Looks like it may have been a little bit of another contact with another driver. Doesn't look too happy. Utter shame for him. He's shown amazing moments through the race, but sometimes you really need the luck to go your way, don't you?
Yeah, you certainly do, and today it's not gone that way for Duncan Hoffman, either Julian Kleffenbach and Blakely, etc. It's been a very up and down race. Lots of different things happening here, and well, at the moment, it's Jake Benham with 23 seconds of penalties in the lead, and none of those were like penalties that gained him time. They were all just doing silly things, like speeding in the pits and stuff. Like, none of them actually gained him any time.
Yeah, that's true, actually. There's an alternate universe where he's just winning this race, like, legit with no penalties. You're right, it's definitely foreseeable.
Indeed. As in the pits for Zalambida, possibly going for a fastest lap here, maybe.
Interesting. Hey, might as well, right? What else you going to do?
Precisely. As Brendan Lee also joins in the fastest lap crew for the Kick Saber.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
not good for Kick, is it? I mean, I think they're, what, 4th in the standings? They are currently scoring nil.
Yeah, definitely. Jarno takes a move. DRS overtake into the lead of this race. Is JB going to give it up? He was trying not to there, but I think he just had to back off a tiny little bit because you don't want to lose time. Otis just pushing. He's pushing the boundaries of this DRS. I keep seeing him sort of fleeting around this 8th, 9th, 10th level. Needs to get a little bit closer, I think.
Definitely does, as we head our way back down towards turn 17. This is for the penultimate time in this race, and you know what, me leads the race ahead of Jake Benham and Otis Lawrence in 3rd. And then technically it's Leo Lund in, no, actually, yeah, it's technically Leo Lund in 3rd and Otis Lawrence in 2nd because of penalties. So I was half right, wasn't it? Well, I wasn't right, but I'm going to say I was half right because I said Leo Lund would win, but at least he's on the podium, which only the winner stands on, along with the podium ease. So technically I'm right.
Yeah, okay, I will give you. It looks a little bit shaky there from Thomas Coken and Larry Toki, but he's going to get that move done, or at least send it. And whoa, look at that around the outside. Does he get it done before we get into turn 2? Fighting neck by neck. Is there going to be a repeat of, oh my goodness, how is he kept that without going into the wall? Sadly losing a couple of spots. Gaborchonta says thank you right up into 10th.
Indeed. And that is...
Okay. I think he's the guy with the issue, right?
Yeah, he had it earlier on. I think it was himself and Andre Molnar with the internet issues.
Oh, Otis has lost DRS, by the way.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the last lap of the race.
I know, but yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's even bothered if he gets overtaken by Istvan because of the penalties. But Luca Rapassa has got ahead of Ishmael Fassi.
Yeah, fair play.
Not been the best race for him either, has it?
Not again. Like, there was a moment where he could have got a podium here, but it's just not went his way. Look at us getting some intense fights and fighting for 9th. I love it, but Ismail does have to just back off, sadly, as we go into the final straight. Let's keep an eye on the fight. Who's it going to be, Jarno or JB? JB, look how fast he's coming up behind. Has to go for the defense. Sends around the inside. Does he get a stop? No, he doesn't. Not even close. Straight into the wall. Jarno takes it. JB, absolutely amazing. Nathan, what a win for Jarno Wattmere. He's absolutely nailed it today. Congratulations. Otis Lawrence into 2nd place. Gonna be happy with that. Leo London to 3rd. He's found Pukie 4th. Tom Roberts 5th. Luca Rapassa will come into 6th place, but penalties will happen. It's going to be Leo Lund 3rd, Luca Rapassa 4th, Gaborchonta's 5th, Larry Tolkien 6th. He's found Pukie 7th. Look at this. Duncan Hoffman sadly in 10th and Ismail Fassi 9th. Would have liked to see a bit more. And obviously what went wrong with Brendan Lee in 15th as well. Yep. Absolutely quite intense. I'll bring us back up on the screen there. Fastest lap for Zalambida at the end. He did it. He went for his fastest lap. Does Brendan Lee beat it, actually? Let's see. This is him going for it. Let's jump on boards with him and see what he is going to do. Let's give him his moment. Up to the last corner. Needs to beat the fastest lap. Oh, a little bit rough there. Is it enough? Coming round to the final corner. Thank you for ending this race in some style. It was the fastest lap. He got it. He got it.
There we go. At least last place
Oh,
won something today, though. First won
mate.
the race, and last won the fastest lap. But
Mate,
what
that was
a!
banging.
It was a very long night, wasn't it? That,
Yeah,
but
it
it was
was long.
enjoyable.
But yeah, at least it wasn't two lobbies. At least it wasn't like two races of like bad, like poor, boring
Yeah.
racing. Like if this is going to be the one that we got restarted, like I had a lot of fun there. I really, really enjoyed that. Like there's so much drama. You can't even keep up with how much drama there was. We got some cracking moments. There's definitely some clippable stuff in that race that we caught. Mate, just like if you had to sum up that race in one word, Nathan, what's it going to be?
Great. It was a really good race. We got Otis
Love it.
Ronci in the interview room. Somehow has jumped straight into the commentary box. I didn't know they
Oh,
had
I
access
love it.
to that.
Ah, well, there we go. Otis, welcome in. Talk
Hello.
to us. What happened in that race?
It was very interesting. I didn't get the strategy right, but I was just tired saving for the whole race. I saw many incidents what I did in Qatar in 23 multiple times, so that was interesting. But I got P2. I'm happy. I gained on everyone in front of me in the championship, so yeah, happy. Tire saved like crazy as well, so that's the best I could have done.
So, can you give us any sort of update of what happens, like, to cause that restart? It was kind of crazy from our point of view. We were struggling to understand. Ismail Fassi kind of just jumped into the leads by like 90 seconds or something.
Yeah, I saw it. I have no idea either, to be honest. I had a really, I'm not sure if you guys saw me in Yana's battle, but it was interesting as well. So, yeah, it was a fun race anyway. The second race, I'm happy I've done 110% race today as the first. So, you know,
Love it, Nathan.
I haven't got many questions actually, and Otis actually hates me for that because I never have any.
oh, Nathan.
Never have questions because my excuse is someone takes them before I get a chance, and that's my excuse again.
Sorry.
No,
How was your
great
day,
race.
Nathan?
My day was brilliant actually. A long evening, and I'd imagine even longer for you. But
yeah.
obviously, this race was a little bit more interesting than what we saw at the likes of Hungary and what we would have seen if we had somewhere like Singapore. So, with the way the Dirty Air works, is it just per track and it just changes per track, or is it because it seems like one race we have no overtakes, other races we have lots?
It's dependent on the track corners, obviously. When you have a lower speed corner, it's more mechanical grip rather than aero grip. So you have less dirty air at the low speed corners because it's more mechanically, not off the wings and stuff. So when you go through maybe the first sector, that's where you notice the biggest difference gap wise because there's a lot more high speed corners, and that's where the dirty air affects most. And like tracks like Silverstone and Qatar, they're really hard to get close to the car in front. So yeah, it's just mainly
Theoretically, you say Monaco's good for racing.
Well, maybe technically yes, but no at the same time.
Oh dear me! But no, Otis, brilliant to have you in here for a chat.
Thank you.
Great racing yourself, and hopefully we'll see you. Actually, I don't know if you know yet, but you might do. Are you going to be here for Tier 1 when it begins? If you're in the roster, that is.
Of course, of course.
Perfect.
Honestly, I'm just happy I just give you a science lesson.
Thank you.
Thank
But
you. Have a
Otis,
good-
Right,
been
love
brilliant
it,
to have
mate.
you.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining us. And again, thanks for
Have
the
a good one.
camera. Well, legends. Right, we'll see you next week, all right?
Ciao, ciao.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. Like,
We have
nice to
another
see.
interviewee.
All right, who we got this time?
We have got Leo Lund.
Oh, love it. Let's get a bit of London up in here. Leo, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello, mates.
He's quiet.
Right, let's get you turned up. Okay, what an interesting race. Give us it from your perspective. How was that?
Chaos and fun. But yeah, it was fun and chaos here.
I love it. Easy as that. Nathan, what you thinking?
Well, Leo, going into this one, of course, well, you didn't know what the track was until we loaded in, but what was you expecting when you saw Miami pop up?
Well, the only track I didn't want was Miami, so not really happy. But I managed to get P3, so I guess I'm happy.
And starting last, what was your expectations? Was you hoping top 10 or just doesn't matter where you finish?
My goal was to, of course, P1, but I didn't get it today. Shit track.
Yeah, me It's not the best.
Yes, mate.
See, both of us share the same opinion, Scott,
Yeah.
so I think yours is wrong.
Mate, that Miami just gave us the best race of the season. Like, come on, that was banging. That was like just create. Like, Leland, thank you for just being one of the drivers in this lobby that just sends it. Like, I respect that. I need that as
Actually,
a commentator, right? What?
I've got a question.
Right,
what happened
go.
with Luca Rapassa in Sector 1, Leo? Because I saw I saw Luca Rapassa in a barrier, and I saw you go through.
Oh yeah, I take that on me. I gone out of the pits and I didn't expect the tire grip to be that bad, and we locked tires into each other and bam into the wall.
Dear me. But Leo, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure to see you here once again, and hopefully we'll have you back for our next final 2 rounds. So Leo, have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye bye. And we have our final podium sitter here, our race winner. You know what, mate? Welcome in. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Perfect. So, welcome in. Chaotic race, really chaotic race. I mean, after last week, you had frustrations about overtaking. This week, you probably got more than you actually wanted because left, right, and centre, you were either overtaken or being overtaken. But luckily, in the end, you came home with a win.
Yeah, I mean, overtaking was better in, I guess, because of different strategies. Maybe the 50% race helped as well. But yeah, still in the first stint of the 100% race, it was quite tough until, people started pitting on different laps. So maybe it helped. I'm not sure. I guess we're going to have to need a little bit less of a chaotic race for that to know for sure. Yeah. But for me, it was more exciting. I mean, apart from the last 6 laps, because it was just me and Jake up front. I don't know how it was back there, but yeah.
Certainly. Yeah. And I think, obviously, with the tyre, the different tyres we have, do you think that, obviously, in this race, we had a lot of people start on the mediums and a few on the hards. Do you think it'll also be easy to overtake if we have a bit more of a mixed tyre allocation, some on the mediums and some on the hards, maybe a couple on the soft?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think the softs are going to be used on any track. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. I think medium and hards are quite good on most tracks. So that might give some interesting strategies. But before with the wet, if you got, wet laps from 20 to 40 in a 60 lap race, then it's going to be hard for both stints probably, and everyone is going to be boxing on the same lap. So then, if you're like 1, 2, 3, 4 tons faster, you're probably still not going to get past on most tracks. So you need, a bit of a tire offset to help with that as well.
Yeah, perfect. Scott?
Yeah, well, it was lovely to see you sort of create one of your last game Ironman performances. Lovely to see it. I know it's been a little bit of a struggle this season getting the fast guys at the back all the way up to the front, but you done it. We have every race, we have lots of fans obviously rooting for you. Anything you would like to say to your fans tonight watching?
Yeah, I mean, thank you everyone for watching. It was a good race, so they're all gonna say yup in my chat in 5 seconds. But so yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing the video. That is going to be a good race for you to put out, and I look forward to it. So yeah, thanks for jumping on board. Well done for the race win. Nathan, you get anything else?
Just a congratulations once again, Yana, on a win. It's not a rare thing that you don't win, but yeah. Anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
Love it. Take care, Nathan. What a race we just got. What a race night. The moment I saw Miami, I won't lie, my head just went, yes, we're going to get some chaos. And chaos ensued. We had a lobby break straight into another banging race. So we ended one banging race, right? Had a lobby break that was quite comical, to be honest. I enjoyed it. And then
Brilliant.
Into another absolute banging race. I'm going to need to go back and look at like those moments. I was just sort of on kind of auto mode, just trying to capture all the fights and stuff. And I didn't process a lot of that. There was some really big moments. Yeah, right. It
was weird, wasn't it? I mean, I still don't know how Longue crashed, and I've been intrigued to see how, because that was a weird one. I mean, I know it's a horrible little chicane, but weird to see one of the pro guys crash, and especially someone with the caliber of Longue. But then, of course, we had the safety car. Everybody had a break, and it was like the chaos just ensued more, but it was cleaner, I think.
Yeah, it was like as close as you could get to like taking the piss without taking the piss, right? It was kind of like on that, a few moments as well, some great saves, and I'm just here for that. See if that if we can get more of that type of racing in a league, then at least we can get fired up about stuff, right? And instead of being bored just watching 70 laps, I kind of love racing like that. Some people want a nice clean race where nothing happens, and I'm just like, that's a snooze fest to me. There's people out there that do, they just want that. They just want all the rules to be followed and everyone to just form orderly, like 20 George Russells all in a grid. And I'm just not into that, right? Give me 20 Verstappens any day. Give me 20 Leo Lunds. Let's go. Give me a Jack West in there as well. And give me a Jarno Opmeer going from last to first. Incredible. Nathan, thank you so much for joining us again. As far as I'm aware, it'll be us next week. As far as I'm aware, if I'm wrong, then the world shoot me down. I think the next round is on Thursday night coming, and then the finale. Yes, and then the finale is on Sunday, a week today. All right, so this is getting spicy. Keep on the socials to get updates on the leaderboards and anything like that. Nathan, we're winding down. Is there anything you would like to say to the world?
Well, a big thank you to everybody who, of course, stuck with us when we had that restart. It took us about 10 minutes to get everything sorted, and we still had around the same amount of you when we got started again. So a big thank you to you all in the chat and interacting. We always love to see it, and of course, big thanks to you as well, Scott, for being alongside me. It's been a pleasure once again. And I don't think I'll be here Thursday because I'm off to do other things, but Sunday, finale, I'll be back, don't worry.
Sounds good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope we've had a really fun night with WR's Ironman. Make sure you tune in next Thursday for round 7, the second last round. Will Otis Lawrence get it? Will Jarno Opmeer get it? There's only one way to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you then. Adios. Goodbye.